Good evening, this is the Nerdistic Human, and this is our animal only charity live stream. We are back, and well, I've put finale on there. I'm assuming that this will be the finale. If it goes well, it should be the finale. If it doesn't go so well, then yes, then maybe this looks slightly different. Do let me know when you join in, everyone, if you can hear me all fine. I'm going to see if we can bring in the game and the game music now. So let's take that over. I can hear the music well. Hopefully you can too. I'm actually not sure what my volume is at. My volume is a little bit large for me, actually. So do let me know when you can hear me, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in. And here we are today then, as I say, back with Spain. Now, last weekend, we begun this campaign here, and our plan was basically to, well, win the short campaign. So, yes, here on the short campaign, our job is to hold 15 provinces, destroy or outlast the following faction, Carthage. Now, at the moment, we are 8 regions. We've had a pretty darn solid start, and I can see some more people starting to tune in now. Welcome. Do let me know that the audio is all good. Looks good on my side, but it's always good to get confirmation from you guys in the chat. But yes, we managed last time to take over Cordoba, take over Numantia, and take over Palma, as well as Caralis. Now, our plan here today, hey, I can hear you perfectly well. Thank you very much. Zoberer VDK W. Is there some Dutch in there, or am I making that up? I don't know, but thank you very much for that confirmation. So, as I mentioned, we are, well, trying to win this short campaign, but yes, if you've missed anything from the title, Animal Only, we only have animals. So in case you're just joining in for this one and missed part 1, don't worry about it, but we can introduce you to our roster, which is a bit strange. We're allowed the peasants, mostly they're just there in the cities. The main issue we had last time was, cities. We kind of couldn't climb the walls or use equipment, so yes, animals generally can't climb very well, at least not the kind that we've got here. So we need to change that. So we have ourselves war dogs, of course. We have ourselves the Iberico Jamon, who, everyone loves some Secreto pork, so why not? Let's enjoy those units. But of course, we can't just do it dogs and pigs, we also need others. So we've got the Spanish Cavalas over here. Lovely light cavalry who punch the enemy. They don't have any other attacking animation. This is just the barbarian peasant from the city menu. When you zoom into the city view map. So they're interesting. Elsewhere, where's an actual army? Over in Oscar, we're currently under siege from the Julii and from the Gauls every other term. But we have the camel lads. These lads are in camels. Now, I think someone pointed out last time that we can fix this so that we don't have our legs sticking out the bottom. Yes, indeed we could, but we are the animal only, so we are indeed proper centaurs, although we kind of got a horse head and a human head. It is very strange indeed, but there we are. Animal only would feel a bit weird if we had all humans riding them, so we've got strange beasts instead. We've also got barbarian elephants, of course. We have the archer Camalas, who are pretty darn brutal, it should be said. And somewhere there is indeed an armoured camel as well, but I don't know where they are right now. Now, last time, as I mentioned, we went on a little trip across the Western Mediterranean, because our plan was to go and capture some of this North African territory, particularly, of course, because, we need some elephants, we need some camels. And to train our most fun, silly troops, we are going to need these resources here. And to do that, we're going to have to take over these places. Now, last time we could have taken Carthage, if it were not for the slight problem of not having anyone to climb the walls. So on this occasion, we have got some Libyan mercenaries. And, well, I'm not that delighted with that solution. We can try and use peasants, that's fine. But you know what? I thought we might as well do something different. So I did take some of your suggestions last time. We have ourselves some new units, and by new I mean old ones I created. Now here are the Amazon infantry. I do have a guide video how to create these for yourself, and they are also in the Roxolani female only campaign. And Amazon infantry are going to be our brutal infantry that will at least allow us to climb up the walls. They're basically animals, for Pete's sake. Look at them, they don't even have a face. So Amazon infantry are our designated infantry. We have also though got 2 other options who come from the temples here. So we have the bull warriors. I thought we might as well have them. They are bullmen after all. And also the Hounds of Carthago. Oh, I can see a donation. Thank you very much indeed. It's very, very short, that little clip that pops up there, but thank you very much. I'll go check on that in a moment. And yes, Hounds of Carthago. These are obviously hounds, not men. Men generally don't have purple skin, so yes, we have these lads, the Hounds of Carthago, who are going to head on into battle and help us claim the walls. So we picked the most animalistic units possible to give us some actual infantry this time. So yes, hopefully the peasants can just look after the towns, and if we need to retire them and actually replace them with these other units, then we shall. So the Amazon infantry come from our barracks, the second barracks. Now actually the muster field has nothing, but the meeting hall does have Amazon infantry. So we're going to need to build this somewhere other than just Numantia. So that does, yeah, that is something we need to sort out here. As for a previous commenter, very close, I'm from Germany and from the VDKW part, short for von dem keiner Wusse. Das eine war. Okay, very nice indeed. Well, you know what, I'll take that, it's not too far away. I'm thinking of a few like Dutch footballers with that kind of du or dieu kind of like spelling and letters combinations at the end. Sometimes when you get some interesting letter combinations, I just think of Dutch. It makes total sense, of course. So, in terms of our situation, then the main thing is with Iberia conquered, the main thing is trying to hold on to Oscar because the Gauls aren't particularly pleased that we took their territory, and neither, to be honest, are the Julii. So. Obviously, they turned up here on like turn 3, which was ridiculous. We haven't quite got the building upgraded yet, so we're going to have to go and sort that out. And apparently this that name roughly translates to the wizard of whom nobody knew he was one. Was a one. I kind of like it as was a one. Okay, interesting. I wish our names were more interesting, but yes, I originally come from Bedford, which is literally, I guess, a place that you go to bed next to the ford, the river. So okay, not the most interesting, but it could be more interesting, I suppose. Still, as I mentioned, we have ourselves a pretty darn decent solid foundations here, even if we were lacking the infantry to fully take Carthage last time. Our plan then is to get them across the water and smash these lads. Now our economy's been pretty good, so we probably want to be getting more boats out to try and defend off against future invasions. Particularly the Julii should be repelled that way. So we have a fair amount of boats here. We're just putting down watchtowers. We are growing Caralis and more on the way along with some docks. That's all the reinforcements we had, damn it, but it's what we'll have to do. Now these guys are currently distracted. There are quite a lot of elephants. They might well have another turn of being distracted this way, which means next turn might actually be the turn we need to get across, and I'm not really prepared for that, so that could be irritating to say the least. I tell you what though, we can probably just end our turn and see where it takes us. Could have done more with that diplomat. A little sip of my victory drink. In anticipation of the coming victory. So, anything on the end turn there. Oh, there we go. So I just clicked off the screen there. So Amazon infantry have now been recruited. Very good indeed. I'm going to say we want to be sending them off in this direction. Now, the Julii have sodded off. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, you continue to defend yourself because they were coming around the side here at times as well, weren't they? Which was problematic. So let's keep on getting everyone moving. And yeah, same with these dogs over here. Now, what situation? They came back home, which isn't surprising. Oh, they've landed in Caroline instead. I don't know that we can be bothered to defend this. This army needs to be doing other things, if I'm honest. So I'm going to say our job might just be, you know, to sod off. So I might just get him on this boat. Okay, a bit complicated. You, sir, get on this boat. Don't even bother when it comes to laying that watchtower, because we might not be holding this for very much longer anyway. I'm going to leave the Libyan mercenary. Well, actually, no, the whole point, Thomas, is that we had Libyan mercenaries so that we could go and take Carthage. Okay, you know what? Maybe we hold this for just a little bit longer. We're building this hold. We won't waste our time on the watchtower. What we will do is get the reinforcements in this direction, and we can smash these guys. I think, probably, hopefully. Yeah, that's a different army over here. These guys are a good buffer, although they might be distracted to go for them. So, yes, must consider that as well. Okay, in terms of building our towns then, where are we at? Also, can't help but notice my screen is a bit wonky actually on OBS. I'm not quite sure why. It's looking a bit strange. I'm just going to see if I can fix that. I don't know if that made a difference to you, but it made a difference to me. Okay, excellent. So yes, Cordoba's a bit unhappy, but it can get us some more dogs. Just get the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? It was me all along. Excellent. So we're just going to leave rebels around if they're in a useful position that might get in the way of our enemies. And yeah, one turn from these two warrior holds being complete. That is probably for the best. So we'll just keep an eye on Carthage and we'll just work around them. We will head to wherever is convenient for us. So at this point, we can get ourselves another peasant. I think we'll just do that. Doesn't matter if we use up our, everything here. Ah, good. We can get more boats out of here very soon indeed. That would be lovely. And so that means Carthago Nova, then we need the boat to get more units over here. In fact, I'm going to say then get some dogs. And that would be marvellous. Now, in terms of some of our towns, by the way, we have ourselves currently, as I say, this is a charity live stream. So just to make sure that we introduce what we are doing here, we just got ourselves a £15 donation from Jax. Thank you very, very much, Jax. Did see the little bubble go up in the corner, but I didn't quite catch the amount. So thank you so much. And any donators are more than welcome to have a city named after them. So I have made note of some of the various cities from last time. And some of the various donors and things. So Carthago Nova over here. I did have a donation from David Sims. I happen to know that he has in-laws in this area, so perhaps that city could be his. It's going to be first come, first serve. And over here, the great city of, Osturica is going to be Pride Rock. Okay, we had a lovely donation from Jeffrey of £30, and he wanted Pride Rock up here, and I think that's a suitable name for such a region. So yes, if you donated last week or indeed you're donating today, you can add in with your donation any particular city name that you might want to go with. We do have Jimify last time did book up Jimmy Magna for Lepsis Magna whenever we capture that. Looks like it's been dealing with a siege already. Someone's very eager to take that over. So yes, if you do wish to donate, thank you very, very much indeed. But you're also very much welcome in that circumstance to get yourself a city name. So do make sure you just let me know what you're looking for. Okay, JC3962. A goodly evening to you, good sir. If I may ask, is your Rome Total War running with Rex patch? I've got no patches on here at all, other than just my own random mods and edits and things like that. Is that a performance patch, that one in particular? So no, obviously a lot of people have issues with that. As I say, not generally something I have an issue with, but I know lots of people do. I don't know what I had this boat for, other than maybe to send a diplomat north, and that probably does make sense. So I'm going to say that's what I wanted to do. Diplomats are they animals? I guess they're politicians, so they are certainly animals. Fine, we'll go along with that for the time being then. I guess we're going to turn and see where this guy turns. Oh, Scipio here as well. Okay, this is not ideal, because this is supposed to be the invasion army. Lads, we're trying to kill your enemies for you. Okay. Opportunities and problems. Okay, this could be of interest to us right now. I'm gonna say send these 3 forward. We should win. Where did he go? He just ran off into the distance. Okay, that wasn't ideal as it turns out. No. Boats. Now, what I would like to do, I think, is sally forth out at this guy and clear him off. I just need to get out of here. Okay, I don't want this city. Let's just get out of here and not worry about it. We only did this just to take one off of the Carthaginians whilst they were, a bit too strong for us there. Well, we didn't have our infantry in place. It's so annoying, honestly. Like, they didn't go for this the entire time. For what, 10 years of the game, 20 turns, they didn't bother going for this at all. But no. The moment that I go for it, oh, now they want it, don't they? Of course they do. Okay. Right, you head over here. I would like you guys to come and join in. Head over here to the bridge, you dogs. And we will send You know what? I could send these guys. I'm going to send these guys. They're more immediate. Let's just get them there. And these guys can head over in this direction in time. Right, what the AI is doing is very, very aggressive nonsense against us here, as you might well expect. That Carthaginian boat is off in the distance. We can't do anything about them. So we need not worry too much about them. What I will say is we'll join in here. I will get the dogs. Yeah, let's get these 3 guys off the boat. And I'd say, get yourself here, and you're going to join in that battle. Next up, take on their boats. That's a bit of a problem. Okay. Is this... No, that's a different boat. So, fine. Our boats are already getting battered because we have terrible boats. We're just going to need masses of them. Bit of a shame that. I was really hoping we'd be able to defeat, like, you know, 1 boat without experience. Yeah, there's reinforcements on that one as well. Really could have done with that, but as it turns out, we are doomed. Not entirely doomed, but slightly doomed. So, I'm going to say get a boat out first, but then we'll finish the dog. Carthaginova, your job now is just to pump out boats. Our economy is fine. We just need more boatage, please. More and more of the boatage. And with that, we'll probably be in a better place. Let's continue to ignore what's going on in that part of the world and get you on the boat. Let's just go and chat to people, I guess. I thought we had a diplomat talking to those guys. I think he already has been there and he's the one wandering off over here now. Dacian Town, very good. Let's have trade rights, and I'm going to ask for just a tiny bit of money, just because why ever not? They might do it. They want money for it. You know what, lads? Sod off. Have your trade rights. Let's have map information, because I actually don't care. I just like to see the map. That's a strange looking map, lads. Okay, well, let's head over towards Thrace, which is currently under siege. Of course it is. And we'll deal with it from there. Okay, what is our plan right now? Our boats are getting reinforcements. Will we able to afford more? I'm going to say, though, over here, just do it as well. Honestly, just get as many as we can. If we got them queued up, it's fine. I don't mind spending the money on queued up things. Although, obviously, it does mean I can just undo it when I need to. But yeah, let's make sure we're golden. So you go and do that. That would be absolutely lovely. So the Mantic also needs to be doing stuff fine. I can't queue up quite as much as I thought, but it's not a problem. But we do want to be building while we can. So get the land clearance. Let's just keep on getting the population growing. Over here, are they bothering to attack? There's nothing yet. Let's just hold in that position. Right. The problem with this is... This is... yes, if it's a Sally, it's going to include this guy, isn't it? So a Sally would indeed include him, which would be a terrible, terrible decision. This battle would not. Okay. So, let's try and clear it out and just run away. Okay? I'm not interested in this. Not interested in you guys at all. Just let us kill Carthage. It's what you want. So this is not going to be controlled by the AI. It's going to be controlled by me. And his army is a few dogs, actually. A couple generals. He's a barren and angry lad. Well, it's a bit of a mixture, isn't it, lad? And this guy... He is positive, unfortunately, so let's try and kill him. A couple of youngsters, though, could take them out. Let's head on into battle and make sure we untick that, because, yes, when you save or you go to the menu or you click on these, that does undo itself. Rude. Very rude indeed. Okay. So, back to the chat then. Yeah, it makes the game turns a load more fast. That makes sense. Over Medieval 2. Yes, I have heard a little bit about the Medieval 2 version of it. It loads really fast for me anyway. I think the end turns can sometimes be a bit annoying in terms of what it forces you to watch. In terms of, but it processes perfectly fine in my experience. Right, dogs. Oh, we've got a hill. We do have a hill, and if that's the town, our reinforcements should come in this direction. Which should mean we get a chance to come and defend this hill. So I'm going to say this is the best position we can take. And indeed, there are the reinforcements. Get yourselves up here, lads. We'll be fine, probably, hopefully. So, I'm quite happy about how this begins. Now, of course, our generals, in case you don't know, are Generals Bull Cavalry. I never did make the thumbnail for them. Oops, it's fine. I didn't worry about it because of those pictures, but yes. They do have javelins. They are literally bull cavalry. If we zoom in, you'll see that's better. So we'll use these guys where we can. The dogs will also be involved. These guys probably won't have actually heard my instruction. So I'm going to tell them repeatedly to get in position. Hopefully one day they will actually bother. Now the game's feeling a bit happy about our chances now. Although we don't have like any infantry, of course. So that's fine. We're also quite short on missiles. The pigs are functionally worthless. And dogs, we have 4 of them now. The dogs could be massive, particularly with the hill advantage. Fine. So, I'm going to say, what cavalry do I have? I would actually say, let's get my cavalry. There's one horse, there's one centaur over there by himself. You guys line them up down this road. That would be good. Okay, maybe just run into position. Let's get everyone running where possible. Okay. And, yeah, they are sending the general in that direction. And now they're moving back. I quite like to get my dogs on him if possible. So, how are we going to tease him forward other than the dogs? I think the dogs are a good way of doing it. We don't need to be the whole way up this hill, but we do need to be some way up it, I would suggest. So in terms of our missiles, you guys don't get to be on... Yeah, you guys don't really get to be on that mode at all. No skirmishing for you. Just get yourself into position. I think the peasants can just be in there as well. Who are you? You're my other 2 cav. Excellent. You guys stand over there. We just need to figure out how we're going to tease them forward here. Okay, they might come forward. Not a bad bit of news. Not a bad bit of news. We do have... Do we have the missile cav here? No, we don't. Oh, that's a real shame. I could really do with them. But yes, they are camels, not horses. They're a bit harder for us to get access to. Right. Bring this cavalry forward. The dogs are flying forward. Who's going to kill the dogs? Oh, that's a problem. Someone has to distract this one man has to distract the dogs. Oh, that is excellent, sir. You're going to be such a hero. You are going to be the world's greatest hero where all the dogs chase you. That is my dream right now. Okay, so you get yourself forward, sir. You get yourself forward, dogs. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Oh, this one's going to be a really awkward battle. Right, there are the dogs. Send this guy forward. Come on, sir. You want to release your dogs at him, don't you? This one guy doesn't even need to die to these dogs. He can just distract them. Oh, it's going to be absolutely lovely. Get yourselves in position. Unfortunately, we don't want him being in like javelin range, and the Hastati might well javelin him in a minute if I'm not careful. But he is going to do some charging. So let's see what he does. Yep. Oh, go, sir. Run. That is a lot of dogs running forever. Okay, and I'm going to give him a different job here to shift over there. And then we're going to pick the other corner and he's going to shift over there. And hopefully he doesn't run through them at some point, but then he's going to shift over there. Hopefully that distracts the dogs. Dogs are annoying, but they are quite manipulatable. Easy manipulated would probably be an easier sentence. So, next up then, we need to get our cavalry into their cavalry. So I'm just going to get them moving. And these dogs... Yeah, these dogs need to basically get released on the general. There are still more dogs, though. Let's be very aware of that. So it might be that the camel lads, who probably can't escape them, actually, might not be the best decision. Camels and generals. You guys, get yourselves into them. These are just... Yeah, well, yes, camel lads. Yeah, camel lads, you get in there, but the cavalass should probably just hang back for a minute. They could, in theory, do something to these guys. Let's just try and get all of these guys in here. Come on. You possibly could just intercept them since they're in a silly position. Yeah, and now pull out. Now pull out. Okay, good. You get them distracted, but we really just want to reroute in these if at all possible. Now, this does mean that they might start releasing dogs in this direction. Yeah, dogs are coming in, but we've managed to route them. I'm just going to say, get out of there right now. We need minimal losses in a way, because what we want to be doing here, is getting ourselves... Yeah, what we want to be doing here is getting ourselves off to Africa, really. So, Yeah, we need enough naval dominance to make this work. This, by the way, is a general who's going to get himself killed, so that suits me as well. Oh yeah, all cav, apart from you two, get over there straight into him right now. The dog handlers are just over here. What can we do with him? Can we just run them down with the peasants? Peasants, run them down. You can possibly win that. Okay, these lasses need to get out of there. Everyone else needs to join the cock in battle like you're supposed to. They're not supposed to be getting involved in this. They're supposed to be the bait. Okay, good. The bait worked. It wasn't really intended to be bait, but it kind of worked out nonetheless. Right, the dog's in position. He's dead. Good. Good, 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 good. That's the guy who's feeling poorly. He's now gone, which is just perfect. Now, you guys, get yourselves back into a position. And what we need now is for the rest of their cavalry to be cleared out by my dogs, wherever possible. Now, the dogs can also do a little bit of, yeah, breaking them. Okay, they are coming forward just a little bit. I don't really mind the current situation. So, my cav, where did their dogs end up? I don't know. Did their dogs retreat or did they get routed? I'm not even sure what just happened to them. Either way, they're now gone. So we've got ourselves a bit of a weird one here. How do we finish them off? I'm going to say let's take a weaker cav here. Yeah, let's take these lasses and these camels. Between you, you're going to go deal with these guys. They're going to go deal with the dogs. And I would say that's absolutely fine. I'm going to get these javelins into position. And the centaurs can probably mop them up with a good healthy charge. Yeah, we have some cavalasses over there as well. I think this should work out. You into them, and hopefully then the dogs will be released in that general direction. It's a bit of a awkward one, this, but it's working out, I would say, in general. You are into battle. Pull out of that. They're going to throw javelins in, are they? Not sure about that. Right, I'm going to send one dog into there, but I would like the others to stay out of this, to be honest. Are we in range? Are we in range? Oh, come on, I've got range! As Krusty the Clown once said. These guys need to move across. Good. Camel lads in position over here. These guys can also pile into them. Oh yeah, I don't think they like it. We got the hill and we got the charge. In come the centaurs with the javelins flying right into our back. Cocking Nora, that wasn't the most effective thing of all time. You get yourselves here. I can see you are struggling, but that's okay. Right, these cav are now around the back of the war dogs. They could do some good work, but I don't need them to just yet. Well done, Cavalas. You just hang out there too. Bit of an awkward one, but the job is being done here, one way or another. So I'm going to say these guys are not going to be happy about this situation. I'm going to use these guys, yeah, my girl centaurs, glass cannons as they are, but they should do the job. There we go. That's what you wanted to see. Right, we are gradually putting this together here. Those warhounds need to sod off because their dogs are long gone, which means the other two dogs, bring yourselves back forward. And we can still continue to wangle this in our favour. 3% to 42. This is pretty much a textbook perfect battle so far as I'm concerned. I'm going to bring this guy to come join you, who are the left flank guys. Now, the dogs are coming in. Oh, dogs are going for the cavalry. That's good. They could have gone for anything there. I'm very pleased about that. So, let's bring some... Oh, the thing is, what I don't want is for us to lose this hill with those guys. Not until we're a little bit further down the line with this battle. So they're going to come forward. You just get on top of them. You get on top of the guys who have run forward because they are in a stupid position. Is the game going to recognise that that's the unit though, or are we going to aim for the centre of them? Not sure. Velite are probably going to just get involved. So, yeah, that's got them routed. Just pull out. Good news. I'll get back to the chat in a minute, by the way. Obviously a little bit stuck in the battle situation currently. I'm quite happy about how it's going. The dogs need finishing. I really don't like killing dogs. Well, I don't like killing dogs full stop. You can quote me on that. But I don't like dealing with them without missiles just to pick them off. That is quite irritating. Right, Velite are surrounded at this point. Hastati are going to do Yeah, nothing at all. Absolutely excellent. Good. Oh, dogs are coming in. Camels, make sure it's not you they're chasing. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. These guys are hiding. By the way, where are the dogs? Where are the dogs who were once chasing you? I don't know. Where can you go to be safe? You can go over here. You know what, sir? Yes, you run over there because I suspect those dogs still exist somewhere. They might have taken on someone, but I don't know what's happened to them really. Okay, good. Get yourself going. General is now coming forward. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. I want the general to be... No, camels, camels, camels. Hold off. Hold off. Dogs. Right, I'm going to say one dog into these guys, but the other dog needs to go into this general here. And I would say centaurs, if... Oh, their dogs are going to cause us a few problems here. But it's fine. We're going to throw javelins into these guys too. I would say then, get you here. And you just need to run the cock away. Get yourselves around. And once you've done that, you can go over here. And then you can come back over here. General's charging in on their general. Hopefully that'll be him dealt with pretty soon. My javelins are throwing into them from a distance, and that means I think that we can close the trap on them. That means back here, is it just war dog handlers? I think it might just be war dog handlers. So yeah, these can kind of come in and join up with this situation. Bull cavalry, cavalass. Get the cavalass down here. That'll be fine. Oh, general's running away. I do not want him to live actually. Where are these guys? They're back here. We can get him cleared out actually right now. So you throw in, you charge in, and I think this battle is as good as done. We've dodged the dogs quite well here. Get our good old lasses on top of him. Oh, no, he doesn't like that at all. He's feeling poorly as well. He's not up to it here today. And I think, girls, you're going to have to finish him off. Please tell me you're doing your job. Not quite. We killed everyone else in that unit but him. But... Oh, look who's over there. The man being chased by dogs. He's going to catch up with him, isn't he? Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he ran straight into the lasses. Yeah, down he goes. Punched by a peasant on a horse. Excellent. That's what he wanted to see. Good. This battle has been a long and awkward one. But I would say, how much have we lost? 6%. Wow. Okay. This has been as efficient as it could possibly ever have gone. I really don't think we could have done a better job than we just did. Okay, love that. I love that indeed. Right, well, at this point then, it's mostly a case of dodging the dogs. And yeah, we just need basically whatever we can take down to be taken down. Okay, speed this up. I'm going to get myself back into the chat. Okay, I'm expecting the chat to have got lost in the chat for there. Okay, what up? Many a true nerd. Many true nerd, thanks for playing this game. I don't know if that was just an autocorrect to many true nerd, but yes. Many thanks, nerd, for playing this game. Indeed, it's always one of my favourites. We do play it plenty here on the channel. You should play it as the Judo 88 Milan and Patavim. Rushman Reforms just beat the game of War Dogs and Gladiators completely mad. That does sound like a good one. Perhaps we will do that. He needs a name. Hi everyone, I see slingers in the army. Were there slingers in my army? There are the javelins, you mean? The javelins are there simply because we were trying to take Carthage and we had no infantry to actually climb towers or like push rams. I bought them for that and then we had to retreat because there were too many. So we missed our opportunity there. They will be removed. Fear not. But we were forced into that. Hot take alert, and I think the Total War fandom is dying. I think the classic Total War fandom's there, but I think in terms of more modern things, potentially we're a little bit short on numbers in that regard. We, unfortunately, I think, are just going to have to retrain and take the hit here, potentially, because we just don't have boats in position. So we might have to fight them off and get reinforcements from the mainland, which is not what I wanted to do. But we do have the Amazon infantry who will be replacing those javelins. The javelins can just become population. But yes, they were there just because, unfortunately, I hadn't necessarily fully planned for the situation that we ended up in with, yes, the lack of infantry to climb towers. So that's where that situation comes from. Okay, the rest of this is looking fine, isn't it? We've spent our money. Pride Rock is not building anything. I don't like that. Fine, we'll take some boats off the list. I just wanted to kind of get that in play. But what do you want to do? Now, we could get that shrine here. I don't know that any of this is particularly necessary. We could get that just for the reinforcements, but they'll take so long to get anywhere that I don't know that I'm actually interested. I'm not going to bother with any building there right this moment. It is not the most important thing. Numantia. Yeah, get retraining done. That would be excellent. I will say just get more Amazon infantry while we can. As for you, you are, yes, building that up. Parma. And yeah, what can we build here? So the dogs are 50%, aren't they? Okay, fine. We'll finish those dogs first. And we will get, I would say, do we want the Essos temple? You know what? We can get Essos here because Essos is the one that leads to these, right? Yeah. That gives us the Hounds of Carthago and the Bull Warriors. So we'll be able to use those animals of men as the future comes towards us. Okay, so yeah, an interesting sort of scenario we left in here, unfortunately. As I say, if we just had some infantry to climb the walls at Carthage, we'd be absolutely fine, but we are, alas, not fine. So, we'll end our turn. They do indeed attack us, unfortunately. Have they sent more to come attack us? Oh, just lovely. That's the stuff on the boat, isn't it? Classic Total War will never die. Indeed, I do agree with you with that, Archie George, 3134. Classic Total War, and people still play it now, so I don't see why that would ever stop. Now, we are under siege here. It's not an ideal situation. That is reasonable to say, and fortunately this time, this guy is in a position where it's going to be harder to get over to him. So, what are we to do? Are you the one with people on? No. That is unfortunate. I wish Carthage had put a bit more of a fight over there, to be honest with you. Would have been useful. Right, you get yourselves here. You also get yourselves there. And to be honest, we're going to need more in terms of our boats over here to actually, yeah, get these troops in position. So, I'm going to say, get yourselves moving for the time being. Parma, you have plenty of men, but we do need some more boats. Get the boats into play. You. Oh God, we're just facing doom stacks here. I think what we have to do is just hold out best we can and honestly just send all of our troops off in a new direction. It's really just we need to head over to Africa and do that job. We just got ourselves trapped here. I'm going to say this army, I don't like this situation. We can't hire any animals, which is not ideal. So, what are you? You're just 19 men on a boat. I'd kind of rather they get back on this boat and we drown them, to be honest. So we'll have to see if that opportunity comes. But I think at this point, Parma, we might just have to come straight down this way. I think we can hold out on Sardinia, but yeah, to what end? To what end will we hold out there? So, I need more in this direction. And I'm going to say we just send more of this because I think that is kind of our best shot. So more from that direction, and Mr. Diplomat can just head over here. At least we'll have a diplomat in this part of the world as a general rule going forward. Okay, hopefully we can sort out something because at the moment we are, I would say, diplomatically not in the best position. That's a Scipii diplomat. Do you want peace, lads? I'd quite like some peace. We're both here to kill Carthage. Just let... Oh, God, that's a proper army as well. This is going to be a crunch. Right, I'm going to say build that. Of course, we can't actually build it right now. I'm going to send this lad over here. So, in theory, when we get a boat nearby, he can flee onto the boat. But for the time being, he is kind of stuck there, which is unfortunate, but it is indeed just the way it goes. So, yeah, more of that. Thank you very much. Boat and a centaur, thank you very much. And you can, I don't even bother retraining them. It is fine. I will retrain these, although currently the issue is a siege. He's not building anything. So I'm just going to say we sally. Let's just deal with this guy before he does me in. So, likes a drink, bloody, natural need a galloper. Nothing too much of interest. Okay, very good indeed. As we head into the battle then, obviously this is a charity live stream, so I haven't really properly introduced the charity here today. Quick reminder, if you do donate. We can name a city in your honour. How many of them will survive the day? I don't know, because we're very much having to fight back at this stage, aren't we? But I would say we should have plenty of options. There are currently plenty of options. We have renamed the northern city to Pride Rock. More can indeed follow. So that is the plan, if we can get the opportunity. So let's take ourselves out. Now, dogs are lovely, of course. These archer camelasses can do some good work as well. I'm just going to say basically get everyone out apart from the guys that are left here, but they are very close. I'm expecting them to move. Yes, indeed, they have moved. So, what are they doing? Cavalry. Can I just tell the cavalry to get running? They do have barbarian cav. There are no dogs, are there? Forgot to check that. No, I don't think so. Excellent stuff. We should be able to wipe these guys out pretty darn swiftly. Just get yourselves moving, please. That means the dogs and the peasants can just get themselves in that kind of a position. Good. Right, I'm just telling them to generally move this way so they can all keep shuffling this direction. They're going to get all stuck at the gate, but that's just how it goes. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. So yes, you can, if you do donate, you're welcome to have a city named in your honour. The charity itself is Haven's Hospice, who basically look after people in their last days. Basically, once they have terminal illness and not really able to be at home anymore, do need that level of care, then it is a place for them. Obviously, they are a registered charity in the UK. I'm not doing it through YouTube because YouTube is for US charities only. I guess it's something to do with like the tax system and how that stuff works. But basically, YouTube is not set up for non-American charities. So that is the way it is. So we're going through Just Giving. And yeah, I should point out then Hospice, Haven's Hospice did look after my father. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer stage 4, so at that point not really much hope, to be honest, sad as that is to say. Obviously he went through the usual process and things of trying to see what they could do for him, but ultimately yes, he would pass away. And in his last sort of week or two, he was with Haven's Hospice, looked after him really well. And this was kind of COVID time, kind of 2021. It's 5 years ago. It was obviously Father's Day last weekend for the first part of this. We're mostly in position now, by the way. And yeah, so it's kind of in honour of them really taking very good care indeed of my father. I was having to fly across from Spain over to England. Things like the COVID restrictions. I needed their permission basically as someone travelling from abroad to be allowed to go see my dying father, and they were very accommodating to allow me to do that. At the time, you could actually only have like what was it? About 6 people? Only 6 people allowed in the hospice for any particular patient. So, my dogs. My dogs are being released, hopefully. Dogs are being released. Good. They're running away. Get the peasants over here. Kind of forgot about this. Okay, and yeah, we're just going to try and poke these lads over here. That's kind of the idea, is hit them with the camels to some extent. But if if nothing else, we pulled them out there. So very good work. This is by the way, the general's coming in, but we do have elephants. There's a few elephants left here. So we're going to send the elephants in as well. Elephants, sorry. And yeah, these guys sadly don't get to go to the hospice in their last days because they get finished off here. It is somewhat an ironic choice of charity in that regard, that we're playing a war game. But this is play pretend. And elephants, you get yourselves over here. Peasants, if you can finish them off, that would be lovely. Thank you very much indeed. General is going to plough into that position that you're going to plough into here, and that will be this battle over, I think. Down he goes, taken down by the camel lad. Lovely stuff. So yes, they looked after my father very well in his last days, and also, more to the point, they really looked after the family. Like lots of little kind of details, really. From just, making sure they kind of turned up at our door when we were leaving for the funeral, just sort of, a little show of support there that they don't necessarily have to be, but they wanted to turn up and do that. So little things like that, very much appreciated. In his last few sort of heartbeats, they kind of placed these lovely little crochet hearts on his chest. So it's almost like, these hearts were there for his last heartbeats, and sort of you can carry that with you. So you know, small little details, but those kind of things that they do a fantastic job. And a good friend of mine has had her dad pass away recently as well, also looked after by Haven's Hospices, and yeah, they've had nothing but good to say about them. So a really worthy cause for those of you who want to donate. As I say, you can have a city named after you. We'll get back and rename some of our cities now. Dogs unfortunately lost a few of our handlers and thus the dogs from my distraction there, but at least we have cleared out the town and defended it, which is absolutely magnificent. So there we go. Marvellous stuff. So what was the latest one? Blessed will never die. Indeed, that was where our last message was at. Fine. So in terms of naming our cities, as mentioned, Lepsis Magna is going to be renamed as Jimmy Magna. I do have a little list here. Last time Lazy Hoplite did donate. We had Waring 675. Jeffrey's had a city named up in the north. Jeffrey had it renamed to Pride Rock, so that one has been taken. Mr. Bungus donated last time as well. If you are here, sir, you are welcome to claim yourself a city. Dacia Aficionado, also you donated if you would like to claim a city. You are welcome. There was also Quality and also David Sims. Now, David Sims, I know you have family over in this part of the world, so I would say that we can have this as David Novar for the time being until you let me know what you would like it to be renamed officially. So actually, I'll just check if I do have a response to that. I don't at the moment. Fine. Okay, I will just be checking through those messages as I go along. If you want anything renamed, then we shall do just that. For the time being, okay, we've got to hold out over here. This is not good. I think we need a whole new army. I think we need everything anew. It's a good thing we have money, to be honest, because, yeah, we are, in theory, really struggling here, aren't we? Just to kind of break out of the Roman yoke. Okay, he wants to attack us. We can only withdraw so far. Luckily, we didn't get completely pinned in there. That could have gone really badly for him, but he got away with that. Okay, I'm going to bring all of you, including one of the peasants, forward. This is not enough to do that much, but it's enough to... Okay. What do I want to do here? I think I want to get this lad out of here. First things first, you get out of there. If these guys can distract him, hold him off for a while, then great. You need to just take him on and hopefully win. They did win. Oh, that's good. Oh. Oh. That is just 12. There's a really, really good chance that that gets sunk. I'm just going to leave just a couple behind just in case it flees off. Come on. Sink. Sink. Sink the... Yes! The full stack, baby, is in the deep, deep sea. Oh, that is such good news. Yeah, let's get the army safe. And that means they can just land. Okay. Okay, they might get immediately attacked. I don't mind. They can just flee back into the sea if they need to. But more importantly, the Parma reinforcements are on their way. And actually, we can just be a bit cheeky and send the boats ahead with their movement rather than the armies. I say cheeky, I feel like it should just be the boats' movement. That's perfectly legit as far as I'm concerned. Right, I'm a bit concerned about these guys getting attacked by the Julii here. So I'm going to see what they want to do. Could sally forth again. I don't really mind waiting around a turn. But once again, I am going to say bring some of our units over here and that will be fine. Okay, we'll get ourselves another dog, I suppose. That will be fine. You, boat. The boats are what's currently carrying us here. We need the boats. There's 2 dogs. That's fine. It's another boat coming in very soon. Parma. More boats. 2 of them, in fact. That would be magnificent. Now, what do we want here? We could get blacksmith, which is useful for our boats, of course. We need to all be Amazon infantry in this part of the world, which I think is exactly what we need. We just need to get that in play. So, Sacred Grave of Essis over there. That is lovely to see. 7th Besiege Oscar Gaul. Okay. Good. Alright, what do they have here? They have a little bit in the town. Those elephants are still a problem. But we do have we do have pigs. We do need more pigs. So actually, make sure we have pigs for those elephants. Thank you very much. Yeah, because we haven't got them in these other armies, I'd rather get the boats in place. Okay, we can make this work. Jack's here. Don't know about the city naming, but at some point a city that includes Badger would be cool. Badgertown, Badgerville, etc. Let's go. I assume Poisson or Poison 224. I assume that is for the drowning of an entire full stack Carthaginian army deep into the sea. Oh, I'm delighted about that. City naming is we are working towards our donation goals here for Havens Hospice. So basically anyone who's donated, I'm giving them the choice of renaming a city in whatever they would like to call it. This one you might not have very long, so if you want Sardinia, you'd have to get on it quickly, people, because we might not have it for much longer. We'd have to come back for that in good time. And Jax has indeed donated 15. So Jax, you are one such person who can have one of those cities named in your honour if you so wish. Carolus, yes, we can't train here right now, of course. And elsewhere, what do we need? Numantia really should be building. I don't like it not building, to be honest. Pride Rock is safe enough. And okay, yeah, fine. We'll just give it a turn off of building there. That is not the end of the world. But I'd say yes, in Eternity's time, we just get these guys together. We should, surely Carthage don't have that much holding this in place now. If we can save the people of Carolus, we will. But the first and foremost, we need better units, which means we need... I'm tempted to say, would they accept that? They don't want it just yet. What if I offer you the city? Would you just take the city? This isn't Medieval 2, so almost certainly not. But I will generally offer it to them. They think it's a waste of time. I don't know why, lads. I don't know why. Right, who's actually taking us on? Right, it's these lads. Now, my only thought with this is... it's not the worst thing to just kind of rout and flee here. We could do some good damage with the dogs. I think I'm better off just fleeing onto the boat. No, they didn't let me flee on the boat. That's strange. Okay, fine. I'm going to say then we do this battle. We desperately try not to get the general killed, but we do want him to flee is the only issue. So this could be mildly unfortunate for him. So we shall see about that. Just going to add some aircon in this room because it is quite hot. It has been somewhat historically hot this week. Not where I am, in fairness. I'm in south of Spain. In south of Spain, it is the same it always is in late June, which, to be fair, is quite hot. But not stupidly hot. It's just usual 30-ish degrees hot. So I'm going to put the aircon on. I don't know how audible it'll be for you. Don't usually have it on for recording, but on this occasion, it is warm. We can see our boats over there. Can we just get on our boats? We're so close. We should have like a pickup situation. Can we save ourselves? A bit like an XCOM. Get us out of there, lads. That would be lovely. Okay, fine. So, what's the best plan of action here? We do have javelins. We do have javelins for these elephants, actually. This could be of interest. I don't think we can win. We can do them some damage. Long shield cav. Okay, I think the two dogs can do some very, very good work on those guys. Let's claim this little hillock over here. The javelins ideally are for the elephants. It's not the end of the world if they end up being a little bit used on someone else. I'm going to turn it off automatic though. I'm going to say, what do I want to do? I could smash these Iberian infantry surprisingly quickly, I reckon, but I'm going to say get the dogs on those horses immediately, and you into those skirmishers. You just get yourselves throwing into the elephants. You can lead them around like crate. Lead them around. You can throw javelins and attack elephants. Throw javelins at elephants and run away. Right, they're now running away. That's not surprising, but the dogs can do something to them in the meantime. Yeah, unfortunately our javelins seem to have disappeared because we only have like 2 of them. So I'm going to say best we can do is try not to lose all these dogs. How are these Iberian infantry so quick? It's kind of mad actually. So I'm going to say Stop killing my dog handlers, you bastards. I want to live. Right, turn into those guys anytime you want to smash them. Good. Right, we should win that. And the dogs have now largely kind of caught up. The elephants could cause us a few problems here. Can we break them in time? Elephants coming in. Yep, broke them in time. Get out of there, lad. Get out of there. Okay, we just need to kind of leave these elephants wandering around in a bit of a chaotic nonsense chase. So hopefully they, well, if they run down the dogmen, it's not the end of the world, but it wouldn't be great either. You get yourselves over here. Speed it up. Yeah, these just chasing us down. I don't think we can kill the elephants, but we can hopefully do some good work in killing the rest of this army. We have a decent unit in terms of the bull general. He's going to charge on him. Oh, general ran all the way through to the back. What a hero. He's going to get himself killed like that, but, you know, it's something. We're in infantry, also running into us. Okay, right, get on top of those skirmishes. Let's clear those out. We're going to blow the Horn of Destiny, potentially. Oh, no, they're not actually accepting being charged down. They're just going to be run down instead. It's probably better for the route, to be honest. There we go, it is better for said route. You guys, just get the cock out of there best you can, okay? We might get some dog handlers left alive at the end of this. If we can, then that would be perfect. Right. Mop these up best you can. You come and deal with them as well. Really need these guys done without us using too much energy on them. How are we doing? We're winded. I'd be infantry marching. Elephants are now coming back. What we probably need to do, I would say, we can... Do we want to ignore these guys? There's only a couple of them left. We can probably not worry about them too much. But they're now distracted by those guys. So what do you want to do? I'm going to say just pull the elephants out of the way. And you pull those guys down to the sea, because that's probably going to be the best way of us getting out of this, I would say. So, you, sir, winded. Not surprised, but you're just going to have to charge at these guys. And I think we'll have them dealt with. You, turn yourself around. There are a few dogs still biting out of their heels, as it turns out, or just one pupper there. Nichnach W9D said something and it's disappeared. Okay, fair enough. That message is no longer here. I don't know if you put something that got itself auto-moderated or something, but yes, feel free to type it again if it was not offensive. And if it was offensive, think about what you just did, sir. Can you charge in, please? It's supposed to be defending your warhound. It's supposed to be like a sandwich situation. That was not much of a sandwich at all. Blow the Horn of Destiny! And yes, there we are. At least managed to kill everyone else. It's those guys gone. So really the question is, can we do something to these elephants? Because we can't withdraw, of course, but we could flee, which wouldn't be the end of the world. If they just run amok, that'd be fine, but they just need to lose enough for that to be the case. So these guys continue to run down here. What I could do is I could pull them down the hill and the general could kind of like get a charge in. It's possibly our best shout at this point. So, general, get yourself in position over there. We're just going to try and see how much energy we can get back into your legs, because you are tired but not completely exhausted. So we have a shout here at that. Okay, winded. Yeah, still only winded. Get yourself there. And is this the best chance we've got? Probably is. They are exhausted. So, a side swipe into these guys is our best bet. And it is a downhill charge. Come on. Come on. Warmed up. Oh, yeah. We got it in position. Okay, that's a route for them. That means they've turned, which is really annoying timing. Blow the horn, sir, right now. And just see if we can get a kill in here. We don't want the general to die. If he dies, he dies. There's not much we can do about it. We just need enough of a hit on these guys. Do just try pulling out for a moment. We can potentially get another better hit in instead. Those dogs are there. Distraction dogs. Come on, distraction dogs. Get a little bit closer. We could still do something here, but we just need to get this right. They're exhausted. We just got to hope this will work. Charge on in, sir. Charge on in. Well, we just need an elephant to go down. They're not really fighting back properly right now, which is ideal. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, they're reacting. Move. move. Our elephants. They are awkward. That is for sure. Oh, we've lost hit point on them there. Don't know what else we can do. Winded. Exhausted. I guess we can just get back our energy, but that's all we can really try. These dogs can make it to them a little bit closer. We might have a chance. Okay. Into position we are. Into position. Let's see if we can do it this time. What are we on now? We are winded. They are still exhausted, I'm sure, because they haven't stopped moving since last time. But I'm going to say let's try and get the sides attack in if at all possible. They're turning into us and turning into them. Blow the horn. Blow the horn. We just need like one elephant to go down and they might just run amok because they're not the biggest, toughest unit in the world. But get out of there if you can. We just don't want them to react. They're quite slow to react, it should be said. Tired. We could make it to the boat. Let us get to the boat. Okay, what I might try and do. How are you feeling, by the way? Eager still? Right, let's see if we can use the dogs here for just a moment. Come on, your dogs. You can hold. You decide to come back against these elephants. You should know what you're in for here. Tired. What are they doing? They're in a bit of a weird position right now. Are they just going to get distracted just long enough for them to turn around? Turn around. They turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around, sir. Oh, he's giving a mini charge at us now. No, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. He actually turned at us that time. Oh, come on. These units do not stay around and fight. Why are they fighting? This battle would be edited down so much if it was like in a normal video. You guys can just leave, by the way. You don't have to kill us. You know, you don't need to be here. Right, you guys, just distract them for a moment. Get them to turn around, punch that elephant. That's how you go. This is the only context of that. It's an acceptable sentence. Punch the elephant and blow the horn once again. Bit of a side hit. Come on, their hit points can't last forever. I think we just got to stand here now and see if we run or if we can bring one down. No, we're falling down. That's not surprising. General, if you want to run away, I allow it. Just please don't die. Die. You're allowed to run. Yay, he ran. Okay, we couldn't kill the elephants. How did they not take any casualties, though? Mental. Fine. That's as good as we probably could have hoped for. Well, expected perhaps. Hoped we could have hoped for slightly more, I think it's fair to say. Okay, we also had a donation from James, by the way, £20. Thank you very, very much, James. I thought I saw that go up, but it hadn't updated on my thing until now. For Pete's sake, rebels, I want diplomacy. Okay, apparently we're not allowed boats, at least in not that part of the world. So, oh, heroic death. Oh no, he didn't die though. For Pete's sake, we tried to save him, damn it. Okay, firstly, you die. Okay, he's now fled, but he's not dead. Not the end of the world. Right, these guys. At least, if nothing else, we might have lost that general, which we really didn't want because we could do for general over here. Do we have any other generals who we could send? This lad. Okay. You, sir, we're going to need you in the new world. Yep, Carthage is the new world. Bit unfortunate. There was a boat right there. The game was a bit dickish about the boat situation, but unfortunately, that's just the way that it went. Now, we do have reinforcements here. So we'll get them into that position rather than standing on that bridge. I think that's probably the best the best of our situation. I actually didn't want you to get off the boat, sir. I just misclicked, so, you know, whatever. You get yourselves over here to join the boat next time. In Parma, we have ourselves Pig. Good. Over here. They have all the rams in the world. I think they're about to come in and attack us. But Carthage surely don't have any units left. So I think we'll be able to grind this out but only barely, to be honest. Hoping these guys can make it onto this boat. Really hope they can make it on the boat next turn. We shall see. Send more units in that direction. And as for you, one more dog over here, one more dog over there. Good, 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 good. Right. Send our latest centaurs over in this direction as well for the next time that we take a city. Right, build yourself a new Sega Grove to Epona. Just make sure you are happy, fine and dandy, all of that. Get yourself some farm. Actually, no. No. Meeting hall. Get us the Amazon infantry. I just want more Amazon infantry. 2 turns we can get them there as well. And Numantia, we need to be training. Probably just get the market. It's not really perfect this start to this episode at all, but we'll have to just deal with how it's going. Right, I'm going to get... Oh, I was saying I'm going to get the aircon off because it's now freezing. My aircon is stuck on full blast freezing, which for those of you in much of Europe without air conditioning, I'm sure you feel terrible for me. But I've managed to get it stuck on that rather than stuck on blowing it very lightly and doing nothing like last weekend. So I'm happy enough with the situation. Now, unfortunately, we've got some very, very good generals here who are going to have to die. They have a big pile of reinforcements as well. There is no general, though. So the question is, can we do this? These guys could be smashed, I would say, out in the field with a charge or two. We don't really have the cavalry for that. Dogs in a city are quite good fun, just in terms of morale breaking on the plaza. So, in spite of this bar, I think this is doable, but it's not necessarily how I planned it. Okay, so we will save up. We'll swing on into battle. So, okay. Yes, as mentioned, James has given £20. Thank you very much indeed. You can pick yourself a... what do you call it? Pick yourself a city name if you just want. Just got here, you're controlling Iberia. A hug from Portugal. Thank you, D3itis. We are indeed. Portugal looks very safe to me. Don't know about... Sardinia. Sardinia's looking quite dodgy. Like pigs for the slaughter. No, we're the pig people. We don't want pigs for slaughter. Okay. Well, I suppose we might as well enjoy our jamon if it is our last. So, unfortunately, because this is Rome, they would have given this army free equipment. But only one. So, burn down this ram, and they're in trouble. Now, the thing is, we haven't got better defences up. So, now I'm tempted though to try and intercept these guys, because if they come all the way around the walls, they're going to be tired and they might give up. They might get shot a fair amount anyway. So potentially my plan here is to get some of my cav, maybe not all of it. Probably don't want to lose my general, but I do want to just try and make sure we're in a good position. They have themselves some cavalry back here. So yeah, maybe I want the cav over in this little gate here, just at the start. Now, as for the front gate, they have too many rams. I'm genuinely not interested in them at all. What I can do is hold this. Now, we do lack infantry, as you might have noticed. If we had a few hoplites, we'd be golden. But unfortunately, there aren't many hoplite animals, so we can't really do much with that. What we can do is plonk some peasants in these gaps and, I don't know, hope for the best, I suppose. There is the hill as well. The hill might actually work out better as we don't have the... yeah, the hill might work out better seeing as we don't have ourselves. What do you call it? The word has gone from my head completely. Yes, if we don't have hoplites, yeah, I think we're better off maybe just holding that position. I've got pigs here. Pigs are not very helpful, but if nothing else, they're just there to block. So that's their role. The javelins, I would say, can just kind of stand in this kind of a position on the hill and throw into them brutally, and I'm just going to hope that will do the job. They're also auxiliary infantry because that's all we have. I'm going to say put a dog on each side as well, just so that we can make sure any flanking manoeuvres are dealt with. So that's the 48, the 96 over here. Help with those lads and more of them in that position. I'm going to need the general, this general, to be honest, actually over here, just to be sure. He is welcome to throw in stuff. We're going to use the plaza when the time comes, I think. But for the time being, I think this is what we need to do. So that is kind of what we got against a lot of his starters. So I'm pretty certain we're doomed, but let's see how doomed we are. Let's get some lads out of the city here and see what we can do. So we have ourselves all the camels. We have the armoured camel lads here, which is good fun. So I'm going to say you get yourselves over there if at all possible. We need these two. Just get on top of them. Just get on top of them immediately and get these lasses way out of the way. Way out of the way. And I'd say that's probably the best shout we've got here at the start. Just let's see if we can get on top of some of these. Yeah, let's just see if we can get on top of some of these Velite. You get into them. You get into them. And can we get around the side of them? Are they going to throw in or not? I don't know. So what we need now is to round this up a little bit. Cavalry are charging in, which is what the camels are for, to be fair. So, camels. They're the camel lads. Armoured camel lads here. That's for the equite. So, you deal with them. Okay, good. That should, you think, be these guys dealt with. Let's just... No, don't engage the general. Want to engage the other horses first. You get into there. That's not ideal, my lass. Not ideal. You just need to clear out these guys as much as possible. Route them. And yeah, just try and get across. They're going to be falling apart, I think, very soon. I would say, Cavalas, we can get you to charge into them. You just pull out. That general to go. Get the general gone, please. Okay. This army is largely fallen apart. Mostly dead. Okay. Get the cavalasses down the hill. Get these back over here. And I think in general that is kind of what we wanted from this little scenario. They can charge down the hill. They'll be punching everyone. Punch. Punch. Oh dear, there's another bit of the battle going on, of course. So I would say at this point, get yourselves back in the city. And really, we just want all this cav to be doing that same thing, really, which is just get yourselves back in. I'm going to tell these guys just to hang around and mop them up along with, say, them. But in general, oof, they've been rounded down by that unit there, aren't they? So I'm late. That's okay, Jimothy. We have not got your town yet, for we're currently stuck in Sardinia, where we've already killed one full stack of Julii, and now we have a stack and a half of, unfortunately, the Scipii. So I'm pretty certain we've lost this battle, but there I get opportunities. So, current situation is 8,000 rams smash the front entrance. In fact, they have so many they might actually come around the side, which is not necessarily ideal, but it could work in our favour actually. That ram's burnt down. They all flood in. Okay, I would say you guys all just get yourself centre. Okay, we just need you in the centre. Are we done over here? I believe we are officially... No, not officially done. You keep chasing. That's fine. Just make sure that second army is gone. So they're cleared out. They're pretty much all run down and dead. That is goodly news indeed. Now, as for the rest of this, we have ourselves a big potential pile up here. What we need to do is get a rout on. Now, where is the general in this army? I can't see the general anywhere. Cannot see them right now. Right, well, key thing is we're going to get some dogs thrown in. Dogs into the archers, please. That'd be lovely. Next set of dogs into those equites. That would be excellent. More gates going down. Ah, the general's all the way out there. Okay, and some dogs into them. You into the Astarte. You into those Astarte. The peasants just need to kind of hold ground here. I wonder how they're doing. Eager, steady. Okay. Get yourselves on guard for a moment. You throw in there. Now what we want then are the new units to come around the flanks. These guys have already used a bit of their strength, but we're going to need them to kind of push some of this over the line. Get you into those equite camels. We're going to need you. Thank you very much. Our best bet here is the route. The general is at the front, which I don't really like. I just want him near enough to stop city routing. That's looking okay. Camels coming at the front. Come on, run quicker, please, camels. And that means over here we've got ourselves a Astarte down that hill. Let's get ourselves the Hamon. No, just the Hamon can stay still. You head over there, but the centaurs, I wouldn't mind you just helping smash into these guys a little bit. If you can just hit them, I'd be quite happy. Can we rout them? We have routed them. Oh, that is excellent news indeed. Can we get one side swipe? Just one delicious side swipe from the centaurs. Get in there, sir. And can we get her out? Can we get her out? Can we get her out? Nope. Nope, we cannot. Fine. Get those back up the cocking hill. Oh, no, we have got her out. We have got her out. We've managed to rout them pretty nicely there, actually. Now, the only thing is they are coming in from different positions here, and we haven't necessarily got them defended. What happened to all of you out here, by the way? I don't know how you got routed by like the one unit that was left, but apparently you did. You were just scraps. In a way, that's not surprising. We rout this centre, though. If the centre cannot hold, then we are golden, I would say. So, you bring yourselves back around. Where's my general? General is right in the middle of this right now. Yeah, pile in, get everyone just slamming into them while we got the opportunity. Down this hill, into the next unit, next unit needs to go. Oh, here we go, baby. They're melting like Swiss cheese, and I am delighted with how that has just gone. Get the general into their rear. Thank you very much. We need someone to make sure we round these up. Who can do that job? I would say the centaurs can, but they need this to be finished first so they can actually do so. You, keep pushing. Why is that unit still fighting? Utter sod and sod. Right, you follow them. Good. Smash into them. That's just a little charge, sir. You've totally got it. So, into the next unit. What we need these guys to do, yeah, indeed. Running through them often does break them. That is the job done there. What I need is those guys to be chased down. Is the general coming in? No, he's still out there. Interesting. You, get yourselves back. You, get yourselves back. What we need is peasants in position. You, in position as well. Libyans in position as well. Right. Over here on this side, we have these Astarte who've just walked straight through our pigs, unfortunately. So they need to be dealt with. Unfortunately, we don't have the hill advantage over there. We just have what we have. These guys are potentially not going to do the job mopping up if they've now regrouped, which is not ideal. The rest of this, then, a few dogs just being dealt with there. I would say, if you can get yourselves in a position, I need you to come help out. You finish off those Astarte if at all possible. You finish them off. We need to get back to the plaza very soon. But we've done enough damage. But I think we might be okay. You need to come back over here. Very good. The enemy army's routed. I think it's the first one. rather than the second one. You get yourselves into those Astarte. Help us out. The Libyans are going to do the job. There's someone going crazy on the plaza. Is that a pig? Someone let loose a pig. Yeah, there's just a bit of pig waiting for us. Can't do very much in this battle, but they're here anyway. Damn it. Here's the general to come and save you all. Very nice. So there goes a few javelins into the back of their own men. I don't think they could be too happy about that charge from our general. Just don't need him to be killed, which would be quite unfortunate. So next unit then, you. What are you currently up to? Not a lot. That's fine. You get across to those guys. I think we should have that. Don't really like where that currently is. You get, no, not you. You got to stay in there. The camels need to get out of there. Camels, get out of there. Bring the bull cavalry in, and you guys can just come and help with the old flanking maneuver over here. That's the Hastati once again. So bring the camels into this direction, into those archers. That's my general being taken on by the Hastati. Yeah. They're getting themselves very surrounded now. Close in the trap. I think we're okay. Ah, this is brutal. Just brutal. Okay, there's Equite. Get the camels back down here. We're going to need you, lads. That's the general. That is indeed the general. Send my general in. I think the infantry have that covered, to be honest. I'm not actually too concerned. They seem to run through them anyway. Hopefully this guy survives about 10 seconds, because that's all he needs to do, I think, for my general to come in and win the day. Come on. He's just got to hold, sir. Get out to that flank if you can. I don't really want you to be... Quickly, sir! Try not to die! Okay, the enemy general is routing. Down. There you go. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dearie lammy dear. This has been a cocky massacre on all sides, but I think we've just about got it. We've got it! There's nothing left, but we've held the island. Ah, the great peasants of the plaza. Oh no, he is dead! It says he's dead. Ah, so sad. Didn't get the message there, but enemy general fallen, we've fallen. Sardinla, you mean? Well, this time of year is probably some very good sardines, I would admit that much. It's a real shame this guy's got himself killed, but what a hero. What a hero. This guy's on 5 experience now as well, it should be noted. But that is job done. My single cavalry hero there can just do the mopping up. I don't want any of them escaping. Just give you an update, by the way. Whilst we have been under siege here, we did manage to get some of the lads out of here to North Africa. For those of you who've missed out, they unfortunately got killed by some elephants. We did though sink the entire Carthaginian army on a boat, so which is normally how you sink people, to be fair. We sunk them whilst they were on a boat. So that means that, yeah, there isn't much left in Carthage, even if they just took out our expedition force. So we shall have to see. I'm going to speed this up now, but I do want to kill every last sodding one of them, to be honest. They've made this annoying for me. So get yourselves out there, finish them off. Anyone else? Anyone else for anyone else? I think this is it. Oh, beautiful. Just for inflammability, moddable, or is the fan beaks just shock and awe? I'm generally not sure how it works. I know it's specifically a weapon that only affects the elephants. It does literally nothing to anything else. But aside from that, I'm generally not sure. But yes, sadly we did lose that second general in that battle. Hacky7154 says, hi, I didn't know you also stream. It'd been a while since I'd streamed until last week, but indeed we do. Now this is what remains of the army that just killed the expedition force. So the second expedition force are now here to take them down. I think this time we'll be able to deal with them, to be honest. Yeah, we got Amazon infantry this time, who are great beasts and monsters, so I think we'll be able to do it. Let's head on in and let's take out these guys. Lovely stuff. Whew. Wow, that was a brutal, brutal battle. Thank you to those of you who are here watching, by the way, this afternoon. As mentioned, we are on a charity stream. You can see we've raised £420 so far. 13 supporters, so thank you all of you. Actually can't hear the speech properly. Oh, there we are. My headphones are just a bit wonky. Do need to upgrade those. Oh, lovely house on the hill. I'll be honest, you probably don't want to be here today. There are my boats again. Last time we couldn't escape, and this time we're still stuck in the same situation. I'm going to put this right by our boats, just for the amusement of it. And I would say the main thing in this battle is we have ourselves, Amazon infantry. And Amazon infantry have themselves, well, flaming arrows. So that can deal with the elephants much better than last time when we had about 2 javelins from the general to try and do the job. So I'm going to let the dogs in front. I grab all of my, in fact, these 2, the cavaliers can go at the rear. We have our centaurs, or you know what, the centaurs can both be on the hill actually. We'll put this one, actually this one's the general. You know what, fine, we'll leave one here and we'll leave one of you up there as well. Now for some reason they're not attacking us even though this is supposed to be their attack. So that is of interest to us. Peasants are basically just a buffer zone, so thank you to my dear peasant friends. That'll be lovely. And they are now coming forward, so I'm going to say you are on guard mode, fire mode, not skirmish mode, and fire at will. And by fire at will I mean fire at the elephants and nothing else. So actually I'm going to tell you to hold off on that for just a moment. Elephants coming in. I don't know if they're scared by dogs. They probably should be vaguely scared by dogs, but I don't know for sure how that actually works. So at this point then, I'm going to say dogs after them and dogs after those skirmishes just to make sure they're being dealt with. Let's just get this on a lower speed. So Centaur, get yourself here, and the other unit never moved. Excellent. Okay, they're going to run amok because it'd be ideal if they ran amok because last time they didn't. That was really our main problem. So some dogs have been released. You peasants get on top of them. Flaming missiles hopefully will scare them, but they are general unit, which is a bit of a problem. So you never know when it comes to that kind of thing. And you know what, I'm going to say, while the flaming missiles do their work, hopefully, we just clear out the rest of them. Okay, that'll be fine. Clear out the rest of them units. And now we can just try and get the peasants between us and them. Dog handlers, please don't get yourselves killed. Need the Amazons to do this job, damn it. So, the dogs are now coming for these guys instead. Are they just fleeing? I think they're fleeing. That's reasonable. I actually don't mind. But, oh no, they're not fleeing. They're standing at the edge, so they are still chasing us down. So I'm just going to say, yeah, let the dogs attack them for a moment. Are they worried about dogs? I don't know that they are, but we've got them anyway, and they're slowing them down a little bit. Come on. Need you to turn around if at all possible, but I need you to be taking these on. There's only one left in fairness, so do what you can. War dogs, get out of there. Get your handlers way out of the way. Yeah, the elephant general is a really, really brutal thing actually. You should really try and make sure when you're using this unit that you do that because they are not currently routing. They don't look like they're going to anytime soon. Now, the destroy of the number of enemies, that's good. Now, I guess the other thing we can do is really emphasise the number of enemies. So let's start getting them surrounded. We've got the flaming missiles. What I want to do really is keep them as far away from everyone for as long as possible and just get all of our ammo used up. So let's get a few more units around the back who might... Oh, there we go. They've run amok. Run amok. I really don't want to deal with them. So hopefully the missiles just do the job now. But I'm going to say if these lasses can do the job, it would be nice. But I'm not too concerned about getting them all killed. But a few more of them gone would be ideal, to be honest. Yeah, and these are very, very replaceable units. These lasses, I'm afraid. They are just here to mop up, guys. So try and get on top of them. You are no longer in range, which is irritating. So you get yourselves in range while we try and deal with the elephants. Good. Punched to death by some peasant women on horseback. There we go. Punch them. Punch them. Oh, they're getting ripped apart, but they are indeed trying to punch elephants to death. And they're somewhat succeeding, so fair play to them. Oh, another one bites dust. Beautiful. So, yeah, they're going to have a few more of them die. But we should have cleared out this unit from Carthage now. Are they gone? Still just clearing us out. They actually will just single-handedly beat all of us. It's actually hilarious how many they've killed. I mean, I don't know how we did so much damage before. No. Failed to punch it to death. There we go. Okay, send... Can you just shoot them down? No, they're gone. How stupid. Anyway, they're replaceable. The elephants, however, are far less replaceable. Well, hopefully we'll be able to replace them soon enough once we take over. Carthage is looking vulnerable, so vulnerable. Man of the hour, you say? We could do with that, yes. Okay, Micheloso de Balacino has been in the wars and a good commander. Indeed you are. And I would say it's your job now to get your spy in. Oh, yes. Carthage, baby. Oh, this time, obviously, we can't just crack on in. Get the ladders. Ladders are fine. Heroic death. Unfortunately for Ambon the Lewd. Yeah, the Lewd man got himself murdered over here. But it is our faction leader over here. He survived that battle, so well done to old Kingy McGee. We're going to do some retraining best we can. And what do we want? Just more peasants, I guess. Just people to block things up. That's where the defensive situation of barbarian cities really came to be helpful there, because it's the only ones with hills in them, and that does make a big difference. So that really won us that battle single-handedly. So these boats are doing well. Do I want any boats getting out from them? I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is these guys need, yeah, to bring themselves here, and you get on the boat. You can't make it, which is a bit of a shame. But the boats certainly can make it a lot further. So the boats want to make it over here. That is... Oh, yeah, that's a good half stack. That should be enough to do the next part of the plan. As for Caralis, you guys now are just the Caralis Defence Force. I'm sorry, sir. You are the faction leader, but for the time being, you just need to wait around. I don't know. What do I want to do with these boats? I would say, first things first, I probably... Do I need them here? That's the first question. I potentially do want them here, but what I'm going to say is I want, say, 2 boats that can't be just knocked out immediately, but I want the rest of them to go make sure that the north is actually fairly safe. If we can just deal with those Julii ships, we have less issues with these guys who do have rams, so it's worth bearing in mind if we want to deal with them. No. Okay, that was a really bad accidental click that was trying to get around this diplomat who's in my cocking way. So unfortunately now that's a bit of a problem. These guys come around to Numantia. For the moment I'll put her on the bridge along with the peasants, and we'll just train more over there. Over at the Rock, Pride Rock, named after Jeffrey, sent in £30. Thank you, Jeffrey, very much indeed. I think, what do we want over here? Honestly, I don't know we want anything over there. I don't think it's an important use of our money. However, here we'll get some... Oh, no, we can get large boats. Large boats. You're the first large boat town that we've got. So I'd say it's good to make use of you. You get on that boat. And I would say this boat can just get moving. So we'll just get it moving. And the boats and the units do have different movement points, unlike Medieval 2. So you can just, yeah, get that unit, all of its movement points onto the boat, and then use the boat's movement points. Very helpful. Very helpful indeed. It feels slightly... slightly taking advantage of the game mechanics. But also it kind of makes sense that you could get on the boat and then travel on the boat. So, yes, I think a little in-between is possibly the fairer solution to that, but we're just going to get people across for the time being. So over here we need to wait a turn. I'm not sure how many men they have over here. The rebels are not me. I can't actually see what the rebels have. Used to play the rebels, or indeed Sicily, currently a Medieval 2 series where, yeah, I currently know that I do look like the rebels quite a lot. Right, let's end our turn. And okay, we now have the defense of Oscar with Luco, who's brought an awful lot actually. All the mercenaries, and some druids. Very fancy. Okay, we're a lot more cavalry heavy this time. We do have 3 peasants in terms of holding ground. Fortunately, Amazonians are not here. So we'll have to do this without them, which is particularly annoying because I just sent them away, because those would have been very helpful reinforcements indeed. But I still think we'll be fine. Just the 1 in terms of cavalry, 1 dog. So I reckon we can break them. But it's going to be interesting. So there we go. Okay, just a reminder to any of you in chat, if you have made a donation, you're welcome to ask for a city to be named in your honour. So do go and send that through to me if you like. You can put it in the message when you donate. You could put it in the what do I want to do here? Probably similar plan here, to be honest. Actually, I do also have the thing of I could use the elephants as they're kind of coming through a little choke point. So yes, we're going to bear that in mind too. The elephants can be on this little hill here. It's not as well guarded, this hill. We need another building here. We should build a building here, guys. Got to think about how we defend it. So, peasants, just stand across there. What is next? War dogs, right behind, of course. We need the camelasses. I say the camelass. Camelass can just stand behind because basically that can deal with the general potentially. These chaps are probably good. I would say just hiding around the side. This is where some of the cavalass. There we are. Yeah, you guys would be useful just to kind of I would say potentially just round up people after they flee if we kind of leave some guys around this corner. So I'm going to leave those 2 units there. The camels, maybe I'll just leave the I'm only going to leave the camels here as a deal with the general kind of a thing. And as for these guys, I want the main general in here, throwing in missiles. And I want this guy just covering up here, again, throwing in some missiles. The dogs are there. Elephants. Elephants, ideally, are just going to plough down this hill. Okay, that's really the plan, that they're just going to smash into them. Now, as for my centaurs, these are the other smashy lads. And again, we've got a hill. Let's use it. Okay, so that's largely the plan. I don't know that we've got anything else. Have I missed any units? I don't think so. So, as for the comments somewhere, is this playable somewhere? Not currently, however, I will upload it on the Patreon. There's the collections page there. And actually, I should send the camels forward a little bit, shouldn't I? Just shoot them whilst in this position. Yeah, the collection page, you don't have to sign up. You don't have to pay anything to get access to the mod files, but I do put quite a few of the mod files for various different campaigns on the Patreon over there. As I say, you don't actually need to pay for access to those. It's just where I collect them. This one currently isn't up there, only because it was a bit of a last minute throw together before last week's live stream. So I didn't do it then. I wanted to just make sure there were no obvious bugs or issues. But I will be putting those up. So if you look out tomorrow on the Patreon, we do tend to put every couple of weeks some of the mod files from the past. I'm kind of working on it gradually. We're actually just still not in range. A bit weird. I'm just going to move ourselves a bit further forward. It's not the end of the world, really. We can just get shots on whoever we can. So, oh, they can hit us. That's not good. Send the camels away. Poor camels. Okay. So, yeah, they're available there. Every 2 weeks we kind of try and get some more of the old ones put back on there. So you can access it there just probably from tomorrow. I might try and do it this evening after it's on the stream, but I'll definitely put it on my list of to-dos for tomorrow. As for the rest of this, in my opinion, we'll have to do try and keep the chat in English. I do speak some Spanish, but in the middle of streaming I can't switch a brain over that easily. Yeah, do keep it in English if at all possible, thank you, because yeah, I don't think we have any fluent in Spanish mods currently, as we are. So Actually, it could be something else. But yes, it looks very Spanishy to me. Let's get ourselves in. You guys smash into those druids. You guys get a charge down here. You into the warband. Elephants, time for you to hit, I would say, the back units to just get yourselves charging. Okay, in comes an instant rout for these guys. Wow, that's pretty easy, guys. Love it. So, are they all running through the front? Oh, they've chased them off. I didn't realise they'd just been distracted instead. Okay, well, I was distracted by the chat. Fair enough. Shame on me. Get these cavalry back out of there. The elephants are kind of doing it by themselves right now. So I think we'll just let the elephants do the job. Ah, excellent. And now we'll send the generals down to kind of conclude that nonsense. You send the camels into the general. I think they're all running away apart from that little flank attack over there. To be honest, I'm kind of happy sending in peasants into those Spanish mercenaries. We can clear those guys out. Down goes everyone. Good. Obviously, it'd be really helpful if I had some spare men around here, or women for that matter, to come and clear, mop all these up. But it looks like they're basically all dead anyway. Okay, excellent. Right, elephants, get yourselves back over there. General and the centaurs are going to run on out this way and just make sure we mop up what we can. I would say, no, elephants, you are them as well. They're going to break soon enough. Not quite soon enough. Send the dogs in. We haven't even sent the dogs in yet. I will just say then, everyone apart from you guys, just get back over here. We need not worry about most of them. There's probably a few random units. Yeah, you can go and mop them up as well. Dogs coming in. Dogs should break it, but the peasant's going to have to do a little bit of work for the time being. Run on in, my good centaur lads. Yeah, we got the hill. I mean, we are peasants, but we got the hill. Decent mercenaries, the Spanish mercenaries. I'm potentially a little bit harsh on them on my tier list, but you know what? It's fine. Elephants arriving. That should be the end of this. Fair play to them for lasting this long, but the elephants have done the job. Ellie, lovely stuff. Gotta love our female peasants just riding the elephants as they claim victory. By the way, why haven't we claimed victory? Who is still fighting? Ah, there we are. There's their sneak attack, and yes. Okay, I see you, jokers. I see you, but I think, to be honest, it might be over soon enough for you. Get the get the Amazon archer lasses to just move themselves for a minute. Dogs, don't get yourself killed. There we go. Mop them up. Excellent. That was brutal, wasn't it? Very efficient, should be said. And down they go. Okay. So with that then, I am pretty darn happy with how that's gone. We should be in a safe position now. I would say to maybe get some reinforcements into Oscar. Those Romans are still hanging around. But yeah, I mean, I think we should be able to kind of solidify. We've got the money, which I think has been the main issue, is that sometimes we just haven't had, sometimes in these campaigns you don't have the money to properly, I don't know, just kind of restock your cities, but we're pretty rich on this campaign. Spain, Iberia is very, very good indeed. So yeah, it looks like we have a lot of money. It's just we're kind of stuck in forever wars, unfortunately, because yeah, the Romans are always going to attack you. Ah, there are some more out there. Good, the dogs just chasing them down. Yeah, we get stuck in forever wars because we have to start 2 wars just to claim Iberia, and from there, I guess, yeah, the Romans are obviously just going to attack you very hard anyway. So it is what it is. As for this battle, though, it does seem like we've managed to clear them off. I would say pretty minimal losses, 29%. Minimal enough, I suppose. There we are, heroic victory. 1,328, 172 for them. Absolutely marvellous. Yes, as for the Spanish commentary, something with the fire pigs, a bit awkward, and war dogs are really good. And yes, elephants are kind of very tanky, by and large, destroying the walls. On this case, we're just using them to smash through as they come through the walls, which I think is very effective indeed. and the camel scaring the horses. Yeah, so I think in that battle it kind of showcased actually a lot of what you were talking about there, Mauricio Navarro. Elsewhere, Jimothy Empire is the same boat movement as this then, which is interesting because they changed it in Medieval 2. Interesting that they moved it back, but interesting that. I'd kind of forgotten what they did in Empire because it's been a little while since I played it. Okay, get some merging done. You get over there. Now that town is really well stocked. Oscar can retrain properly, and I think we'll just get more. Actually, I will get another peasant because they're just useful. Peasants are animals, of course, so it's perfectly legit for this particular campaign and this strategy. We do have a boat here, and I would say we can get this guy on the boat. We'll get another boat trained in the meantime. We do have longboat coming in now, which is very nice indeed. A couple pigs. Yes, we need the pigs, didn't we, to join us in case there were any elephants left. So bring our boats in this direction. Boats over here. Now this is our next army. Numidia have turned up. Now Numidia, if you want to get in my way and cause wars, we're going to have a falling out. Okay? I'm not going to be pleased about that. So yes, they better be sensible about this because we can just invade them very easily, take them over if we need to. Indeed, it possibly is what we'll end up doing. So I will get another boat out of there. I'm going to get a Pona shrine there. And I'm going to say let's get myself a couple centaurs out of here. Over here, we are about to get the Amazon infantry. So I'm going to say one more boat and then get ourselves going. Amazon infantry out of here. Let's get a couple of those. And then the centaurs. Scannabis, you can just restock dogs down south. Excellent stuff. Portuguese dogs can be representing, of course. Worth getting a blacksmith at some point, but it's not worth me doing right now. And Pride Rock, if I'm honest, Pride Rock, I don't know that we need you to do much right now. You're not necessarily in too much danger. So Oscar, though, yes, port. Get the port in Oscar. Great for money and just great for getting things moving forward. I do just need to take one unit off that I've stacked up here because I need to get myself Amazon infantry over in Parma. Oh, that is good news indeed. Right, we've got a couple of units there ready. In fact, I'm going to send them over here just so they're already on their way to Parma. This boat instead then can just join off in that direction. Excellent stuff. And Garalis, well, I guess, yeah, I suppose we should just train anything we can here. So take off that Amazonian infantry. We'll just spend all the money we've got. Economy is looking good, so I'm happy enough with this as it is. I'm gonna say, what do I want? I think we'll get a peasant, but then we just need a couple of dogs. I think I got the peasants last time. Let's just do that, stack them up, and I'm gonna get rid of the Libyans because technically they're not animal enough. They are humans, I acknowledge that. So here are some more Scipioni who need to be destroyed. Now, what exactly are you? One ship. You do have some commands, so I'm just going to say we send that at you. And they sunk. Oh, that is good. Okay, we rule the waves. You don't have anything on you. And you... Oh, there's more here. Damn and blast, I should have... Okay, get on top of him. We should win, but we lost. That's annoying because they're just going to come over here and land and ruin my fun. But that means we should probably head straight on in now. So that's what we'll do. Let's get ourselves straight into Carthage. So, just Hasdrubal over here. He's got some round shield cav with him as well. That means we can clamber the walls. We can send the dogs in. That should largely do the job, I would hope, anyway. Preemptive victory ship there. Very nice. For my city, how about renaming Caralis or Parma to Alligator Island? We can do that. James Slender. What's James the Slender? You might be Slender, I don't know. So yes, James the Slender, we can rename Caralis or Parma to Alligator Island. To be fair, the way you've defended Caralis, you could probably call that one Alligator Alcatraz, but not sure if you want to touch that. You know what? It seems to be fine now. I think we might have done it. which is absolutely lovely. So, Amazonians, I would have used you for the wall, but I don't think we need to. We can just send El Pesentes up instead. Okay, we'll send them up there. It should just be a simple enough job of doing that. Now, the only thing is, they are going to get shot by some of these towers. Carthaginian towers don't shoot inwards, actually, which is really terrible, but only the gateways do. In fact, no, even the gateways don't. I don't know what I'm thinking about then. There might be one that does that, but yeah, they just don't do anything at all, which is pretty darn terrible. Okay, yes, we'll rename for you very, very soon indeed. Do you want Parma, or do you want Sardinia? I don't mind. Parma is probably going to be a nicer place. Generally, I don't think it'll be invaded as much. Hopefully, we're going to be repelling the boats from invading there very soon. But I don't know about that for sure. Do we want any towers? I don't know that we really want any towers. Let's just run the peasants through to here. That's all we really need. And then we can get everyone else in. I'm going to say, just get our archers up here. Thank you. And once they are in position over here, yeah, I'm happy enough then to grab my cavalry, grab them, and basically we're just going to send the dogs. We're going to send in the dogs and see how it goes. Peasants have done their job. Peasants, get yourself back down here. That would be excellent. Oh, very nice. Don't mind which. Okay, no problem. We will pick one momentarily. If no one else picks something in the meantime, then that's what we'll do. Okay, so I think if we are going to have a Castlevania on this as well, the classic Defend It Forever, Oscar's already had tons of that, so Oscar will be our Castlevania. But there are some people left to claim their cities. We've had Gemma Faye, we've had Jeffrey, we've had now James, and I've also given David Sims his city. So let's see what we can do here. It seems like they are not too tempted in coming forward, so we'll just put the Amazons back here. But we'll keep the army close here. I think we'll be okay. So when they're in position, I would say we're in a good spot here. Bring these centaurs just a little bit further forward. Bring these lasses into position here. What is their range? Not quite that. Okay. Get yourselves here. And just before we cock this up, let's just make sure I've actually got, everyone told where to be first. Okay. In position we go then, because they're about to get their shots away. I do actually, now I mention it, have a message from David Sims. I've currently renamed a city 4, so he may well update me on what he wants the name to be. So David Sims, if you don't know, is the person who made the channel music. He's a musician extraordinaire. Do go check out his Instagram page, David Sims Music. But more importantly, he has created the channel music, and more importantly than that, he has donated to the cause, and thus he has a lovely, lovely city. Carthago Nova has been renamed in honour of his in-laws being over there in that part of the world. So I'll see if he wants to update that. We're just about in position here, but so I do like to try and get these set up very properly. They're still not in range. Their range isn't quite as big as I'd hoped. Okay, that's fine. Send the dogs in. I'm gonna say, send one on the bodyguard and send one on to the round shield. It's fine by me, but I would also just like my good old lasses here to get some shots away as well. That would kind of be ideal. And we will just send the peasants forward into a position of sorts. So, dogs, dog, 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 dog. Release the hounds! Release the hounds! Okay, and dogs, get yourself back, get yourself back, get yourself back, you fools. There we go. Right, and now we've got these in range as well. The dogs should do their work. It's going to be a bit of a buffer. You get yourselves into them if at all possible. These are pretty good hand-to-hand as well, by the way. They will be shooting in. They should try and stay shooting in. But they are good at hand-to-hand if they need to be. Okay, bring the centaurs out of it. Bring the centaurs out of it. The dogs should be doing more of the work. Bring them back. Bring them back. Just pull them through. Let them work their way through the dogs first. And the missiles can do a little bit of the work as well. But we do also have this. I think the dogs might have got completely shredded. I don't really know how, but they apparently have. So I would say everyone just kind of get involved at this point. And I think we'll have them defeated soon enough. They might have just eaten through some of the hit points, but may not be the end of it. So yes, down he goes. Simple enough. He's being killed. They do have swords as well. So I would say centaurs. Just bring yourself back behind the lines. Peasants, stop what you're doing. Dogs, stop what you're doing. And I would say at this point, you just let him fall back into position. You can just shoot your missiles in. Everyone just fall back. If he's off the plaza, then I think he's not going to get very much done. So yeah, you just run through. Get him surrounded. It's fine. Get on top of that cav over there. And that should hopefully mean that we have them ready to be cut down. General, come in and help out. We don't want all of our Amazonians being killed. They're still mostly shooting with their arrows. We'll just tell them to change over to their swords. Bring out the swords, molasses. Yep. And down they go. No, we'll cut them down to their very last. It's fine. Carthage is ours. And with Carthage under our control, and a half-decent kitty at that, we can now train elephants and camels. Now, Mikola Solbakino over here, who is our, a man of the hour. Absolutely marvellous stuff. Got to love it. Okay. So, the land is indeed ours. And I would say, do we want to enslave, exterminate? I think we're going to have to exterminate. It's a large city, so that's fine. We can get most things we want out of here anyway. So, retrain our army and, Archer camel lass. We can get the Amazon infantry, we can get those elsewhere. Armoured camel lads are here as well. Elephants. We can get the elephants. Okay, I'm going to say priority, I want some range here. I'm going to get the Archer camel lass. A couple of those to start off with. We will get the elephants in there as well. So it looks like SS. Oh, that means Hausa, Carthago and Bull Warriors as well. We might need that to chill this place out because it seems a bit miserable right now. And okay, I'm also I've done a bit of merging there. I'll just get some peasants lined up just because we probably need some at some point in the near future. Okay, very good stuff. Now, these Scipii are probably going to land this stupid army over here in a moment, which is really irritating. But unfortunately, it's just the way it goes. Send the spy down to Thapsis. Oh, Thapsis is looking quiet. Marvellous stuff. I'm going to rename Caralis. It gives me more incentive to make sure I keep it if I rename it in honour of your suggestion, James. So, James, you were going for what? Alligator Alcatraz. You could do that. Alligator Island. Let's call it Alligator Island. It can be renamed Alcatraz if they get stuck there forever. So, Alligator. Alligator Alcatraz. Okay. I believe that's right. And it will have to do. That's just what it's called now. Alligator Alcatraz. Thank you very much, James. Very much appreciated. And famous warrior there for Mikolaus. Good work. Now, are you going to sod off? Or are you going to see an opportunity here? Because I don't like you being there, frankly. And also, what units are available? No, sadly, no animals. Bit of a shame that. He's bloody, but he's not got much in terms of convincing people to be more chill. Okay, well, I would say for the time being, we're looking pretty good. I would say I'm going to start telling you to go this way. You were on that bridge before, but yeah, just build up a new force here of these. Now, currently we've got a lot of money. So our plan is, oh, your population's tiny. I've been bleeding this town dry. Yeah, I have been doing that the whole time. That is true. That means probably them. You're at 3,000. You're not the biggest population. How are you doing? 3,000 as well. I might then send some peasants over the border. Just to, yeah, I might send some peasants over the border just to kind of keep that ticking over. So, in terms of other options, Shrine to Tutatis. Do I want that? I don't know that I do. You know what? I'm going to get the SS over here. We might as well get Pride Rock something. Now, is that technically a... is that the capital on this? It is. I should probably move it round, actually. I'm going to move it round to David Nova, which, if he wants to give me a new name. Currently, yes. Currently, David Nova is Alicante, or near enough Alicante, because that's where sort of his in-laws are. So yeah, for now that is what we have in terms of our names. There's still a few city names up for grabs. If you wish to donate, we can rename those in your honour. And also, if you donated last time, you are more than welcome. The names have Lazy Hoplite, Warring 675, Mr. Bungus, Dacia Aficionado, Kwani, and as just mentioned there, David. If you want to get in touch, then we can indeed rename it. Now I'm going to say, I'm going to make David the capital for now. Okay, the great capital of Dave. Excellent. Everyone should be delighted with that. Carthage still a bit unhappy, but it's fine. They're a little bit closer to the capital now. I think they'll chill out on the end turn. Isn't that just absolutely marvellous? So, bring that over to 2-7. Yeah, Skippy I have landed. They are threatening. Defeat him because of Gaul. Okay. They're about to claim victory. What do Gaul need to do to claim victory? Who do they need dead? Do they need to kill like the Julii or something? Or someone else? Or do they need to kill like Carthage? I generally don't remember what they've got to do. We need 15 regions and we need Carthage to be dead. We're not doing terribly in regions, but it's stalled in this particular part, of course. Avaros, Usa... you're in no, you're not in Carthage. We just still clicked on Carthage. You're in David. Oh yes, you've been brought into the capital. Lovely stuff. Well, get us some Amazonians, please, sir. 16-year-old lad needs himself a couple of Amazonians in his life. Alcatraz port has been made, which is a bit of a strange sentence, but it is one that we have now said. So, get yourself a stockade. I think you'll be needing it. And we'll just see what comes along over here. I would say we can retrain, which would be excellent. And over here in Oscar, we're not actually under siege, which is pretty shocking. So I'd say, yes, repair that wall, build the new stockade post-haste, but we will do need that port first. So we'll get a few more of the light cav just for mopping up purposes, or just distractions, as they might well turn out to be. And elsewhere then we can just start building. So get yourselves farms, you're building that. Do you want anything like that? I don't know that we do over there. Pride Rock, likewise, we just built the temple, build the level 2 temple. And over here we will get farms because you're all currently being sent off to war. There aren't enough of you. So we'll have to go and deal with that. Have you crossed the border into Caltiberia? You have indeed. So at least there's a few more people floating around. And I was going to do the same over here from Pride Rock. So Pride Rock, send some of them in that direction. I will let you have one more peasant just to look after the city. Parma. Oh, I just clicked out of the game there. That was not very clever of me. Back into the game size. There we are. I got lost for a moment. We're not under siege, but we do have both Carthage... but Carthage under siege, both by Numidia and Scipii in theory, which wouldn't be great, no. So, we have ship. Now, the thing is, we have more men coming. But what do we want to do with them? Now, they've got themselves an army over there. Okay, not too much of interest. I'm going to say we dump our lads off here. We're going to try and get over there. Any of them could attack me, but I think we can hold our own against any of them. There are no men on these ships, so we're going to go and attack them. They're sunk. That's good. They're dealt with. Let's attack these guys next. Oh, we lost a lot of ships there. Okay. Don't really like that, but we'll just try and retrain where we can. But at the moment, we're not really able to. And you are currently retraining as well. Good. So get yourself, a couple dogs, maybe a boat in the future. But money's looking a lot better at this point, isn't it? Okay, you over there. Get your Amazonians on the ship. can't get much further, to be honest, so you might as well hang around and wait for the next dispatch. So that's sensible. You get over there. You get over there as well. Okay, the ships are coming in. I think we're okay. Now, this army can either go straight down to Thapsis, or it might get attacked, in which case this army might be freed up. Just got to see which way round that goes. Yes, Gauls. Anyone in the chat know how the Gauls win? I can't remember the top of my head, actually. So, right, destroy all humans. I was thinking of asking something for Carthage, but I heard you say Jeffrey had made bigger donations. I thought they deserved that more. Oh no, don't worry about the size of donation. Any donation is very much welcome. Jeffrey's got Pride Rock up in the north, so fear not. Jeffrey's already been catered for. Tenosa Human, I assume you don't know this because you're from the UK, but Alligator Alcatraz is the nickname of a concentration camp for people detained by ICE in Florida. Just FYI. Okay, that's probably good to know. Well, maybe then we will slightly rename it. It can just be Alcatraz. Okay, that's fine. In honour of, you know, our prison here where we get attacked by the Romans. Well, yes, thank you for the FYI. I think that's still a reasonable choice of name, but maybe slightly less aggressive. Fair enough. All right, Thapsis then. Down south. We do still have an elephant to deal with, but we did deal with the rest of them. Any in this army? None that we can see. Over a short campaign, I think they need 15 regions and completely destroy GDI and SPQR. I don't think it'll be SPQR, but certainly GDI might be. I don't know what their situation is. I don't know how they would possibly have anywhere near enough regions for it. But yeah, I can't remember exactly what they need, but I'm a bit confused. So we shall see about that. I'm sending more units towards Cordoba just because Numidia might do something stupid in a minute, and I want to be there for it when they do. So you know what, Scalabus, you can get the boat. Yeah, get the boat first, and then you can get the dogs. The dogs are just there to be sent around where at all possible. Okay, lovely. I've just been sent some love from David for David Nova. Excellent. The city of New David there. Looking well as our new capital. Excellent. What team do you support? Well, for the World Cup, I'm supporting England, for I am English. But in terms of the main the league football, I am an Arsenal fan. Although I will say, having spent a lot of time around Southend, a lot of family around there, I do support Southend as well. Typically, I'll go to more Southend games. I quite like the lower league games. But Arsenal are my main team. That is very much the case. But yeah, Southend down in the lower leagues. Okay, I would say we're probably just on intern. I might have missed something there. So Carthage, Numidia. I think Carthage might have just slapped Numidia. I'm not sure. Well, I think that's what just happened. So our pigs are over there. Plague in Macedonia. Yes, our pigs are now on the bridge, the other side of this force. The elephants are down there. So what I need to do is keep enough men over here in Carthage to... Yeah, I need enough units here in Carthage just to deal with that Skippy Eye problem potentially. So we'll just hold that for the moment. We'll retrain those boats. And do we want a peasant here? We've already got a peasant. I think we're okay. What I'd like to do, to be honest with you, is kind of get out... Yeah, some of my berserkers or something. Because I did put berserkers in. I mean, you know, they're not necessarily the most important units. They're animals of sorts, but it'd be good to see them. If we need to, we can always do a follow-up to this. The plan is to kind of finish up this short campaign today. We should be able to mop up a few more regions quite quickly, I think, here. Currently on 9. We should be able to get 10, 11, and then I guess we'll just go and slap Numidia because they exist. So why not remove them? Excellent stuff. So we will save that up. I don't know that was a huge amount to do otherwise this turn, other than just get ourselves in position. Obviously Oscar's about to come under the next attack, which is obviously annoying, but just the reality. So we have the stockade being put in place. Get the dogs there. Sorry, the dogs. The cavalass over there. That's fine. And I would say, do we want a couple of boats here? I'm just going to say one more of those Amazonians for the time being. A couple of those, in fact, because I think that will keep us in good stead. Very nice indeed. So, what do these guys want to do? That really is the question, isn't it? We can't actually get out of Carthage right now. So, rather than getting them, I might actually just get a different unit, like the Amazonians, just because I'd really like to make sure I just have the extra unit as we move ourselves forward. Alright. End the turn. Numidia are walking off. The world's most boring man has just come into the family. You're welcome, sir. Boredom is underappreciated, I guess. So we will keep you. And we have ourselves called by the Secret Circle Epona. Okay. So we have the Sacred Circle to Epona over there, and we have the Sacred Circle to Essus in Carthage. They're the Hounds of Carthago, which no longer, well, ironically it's coming out of Carthage, but we don't have New Carthage anymore. We just have normal Carthage now, so we've renamed that. Makes sense to me. Okay, so we've got you. We also have the armor count. Basically, we can get everything here in Carthage. Everything is available in Carthage. Excellent stuff. So, can we make it all the way here? We can. Not quite enough. I should have checked that properly. But oh well, it's fine. If we can get some of these lads in just as support, that would be ideal. Okay, you get yourself there. Berserkers here. They might well attack at this point, but it's fine. It just is what it is. So, there's a Julianist ship with army on it. Not surprising. Didn't mean to go all the way around. It really shouldn't be that bad of a defeat, but apparently it is. So there we are. But, you know, we had to attack them. So we've given them a bit of a punch on the nose. So over here, getting ourselves into position. Now, what do I want to do? I'm going to split these guys up, which seems like a terrible idea, but we're going to do it anyway. So you into there, and I'm going to chase you down. 10. You should be able to win that, but you never know with boats. It's a bit of a lottery, isn't it? And I'm going to say take some of them. I'm just going to leave a couple boats here just in case I need them for something else. There are 3 men on that boat. Sink that if you can. They're now running off in this direction. Was that you? Yes, I think that was you, but I now don't have the movement. Unless I want to do this with this guy, I think I should take the punt on it. Yep. And they've now stood off in that direction. Fine. Well, at the very least, we are now starting to get boats to pin them. I don't necessarily, you know, actually want to be attacking Numidia, but it's currently an option. If nothing else, simply because, you know, Gaul are threatening us with not completing the victory conditions, damn it. So I might consider taking our armies out of here in a minute, but we'll deal with Thapsus first. I think that should be fine. As for what we want to build here, yeah, the road would be good. Let's get the road done. And then maybe the shipwright. We can line a few things up because we do have the money. You can get... You don't need that. You tell you what, get your stockade and then get that upgrade. Build a stockade just in case it becomes useful in time. You just make sure you're happy by getting drunk. Stockade just in case of invasion. I don't think you really need to do anything. And I don't think you really need to do anything up here at Pride Rock either. Okay, they're both chill. As for Oscar then, the war's about to be complete. That makes me very happy indeed. Just line up the boats, boat me forevermore. Okay, excellent. So, you've got some dogs. Arsenal Southend, the correct choice of teams. Arsenal Southend too. Southend have never played Arsenal, interestingly. So it's a good combination of sort of non-league or lower league, typically lower league, but currently non-league teams. Yeah, a good combination of them, as they've never actually played, so it'll be quite the occasion if they ever do. I will get I don't like getting a tavern with the general in there, although he's 55. He's getting on anyway. He can be a bit of a drunkard if he wants. So, alright. Fine, we will save over this. I'm going to have to start saving silly numbers at this point. Oh, they've sent more men, and they've sent an attack force. So we've got ourselves a nice big chunky battle going on here. Don't mind, that's fine by me. Let's take on this guy first and foremost. We've got the reinforcements, which I will control. There are some rebels as well. They don't want to get involved. I wish they were my allies. They're sadly not. There are long shield cav on the reinforcement force, so bear in mind. Keep the pigs and a couple dogs left for them. That should be okay because this first force isn't crazy. Fine. So, 8-2 it is. Swing on into battle, everyone. Excellent stuff. Right. Lovely. Pre-victory sip there. Can only be a good omen. Many roads to victory. Most of them involve much blood. Oh, did I not click the reinforcement button? I might have not clicked the reinforcement button. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. We have 1 unit of our archers. Lovely. You can just go on to that mode. You are the warhounds at the front. You are the warhounds and the pigs at the rear. And in the middle, we just have a cav. Excellent. So, good. We are getting the reinforcements. Yeah, we probably should go and kill the enemy. That is indeed a good plan. So, let's get ourselves turned around. Where are these units? Okay. Very nice. Coming in from the Doom Cliff. Look at this. Magnifique. And I think we'll be sending them straight into their flank. Okay, yeah, get them over there. No need to run, to be honest. No need to run. I do need to bear in mind this general at the flank, but yeah, as I say, no need to run. Get yourselves into position. These guys can run because I'd much rather we are in position over here. Yeah, that'll be absolutely fine. Let's just try and get some shots in. Mercenary hoplites can be shot by them. Dogs. I say dogs can just go straight for the 2 cavalry units. And these just run in. Run in, run in, run in, run in, run in. So, 2 dogs. These 2 dogs. Get yourselves out of the sodding way, please. You deal with them. And, okay, they just seem to be wanting to run into these guys, which is fine. Roundshell Cav will get themselves eviscerated, I would say, by our centaur friends. And, yeah, there's a couple... Oh, yeah, these are the archers, aren't they? The archer Cav. They're just beautiful. They're going to do some brutal, brutal work in that flank. And the dogs are chasing them down. Anyway, General is coming in. I would just say, in that case... Just get all of these straight in, to be honest. They will crumble soon enough. The Amazonians can take care of themselves, but yeah, the flank will very quickly do the job. You hit the Balearic Slingers. You get yourselves onto that hill, and you need to join the sodding battle, you lazy fool. Okay. Excellent stuff. Down he goes. Punched by another peasant on a horse. Just like we all want to happen to us. So, get yourselves over here. I need these to be moving because they're really chasing down my pigs and dogs, which is kind of hilarious. Oh dear, they're running early. Pigs, don't run amok. Okay. These dogs have been released by accident. I need these 2 to get properly out of the way. It's actually surprisingly effective tactic for them that they've just managed to release these pigs and dogs stupidly early, but we still have 1 more. So it's okay. It's just not necessarily the plan, damn it. Right, you. Make sure you're not going to get yourselves killed. But yes, Amazonians on... Yeah, camelback. Very, very effective, damn it. So you, get yourselves over here. Deal with those Libyans. And... there are indeed some dogs. Dogs, 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 dogs. You go and deal with that unit. And what we need is Amazonians. Yeah, all 3 Amazonians just over here. Get yourselves in position. Oh, dear, 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 dear. The pigs are about to be charged, aren't they? You, charge into them. I need these pigs to be safe. Need the pigs to be safe. Need the pigs! No, my piggies! Great, the pigs are gonna start going crazy. We don't have the pigs for the general now. Okay, or for the, you know, the other guys. Right, well, this has gone slightly not to plan. Suffice to say, leaving them safe at the back wasn't very sensible because I never moved where the back of the army was. Anyway, all is fine. Get your javelins on, sir. I think they're running away anyway, so looks like the general's going to be left in the city for us to clear out. As for the pigs, yeah, I feel like we've lost them, but it doesn't matter if they're going to run away anyway. So we'll just mop up whatever we can. It doesn't look like they completely run away. These pigs I don't think actually went mad though, so they might come back in a moment. We'll have to see about that. So let's go and get everyone into position. Mainly what I need is these lasses to be... Oh, that's my ham! Ham! Stop running the wrong way! No! My piggies! Okay, run amok! Run amok! Oh, darn and blast. Okay. Right, that means that we need you on fire ammo, you on usual ammo, thank you very much, and all the other units basically on run the cock away mode, or just basically go and kill this unit mode. So the dogs are going to go and intercept them. That's the general's bodyguard, who unfortunately is going to stand for just long enough to pull us into all of the elephants. So that is interesting, but it might be enough to make him rout, because these elephants don't have the best morale. No, indeed, they are gone. Just need to be careful now about who is charging him down. So, mainly, it should be you guys, or you lasses shooting at him. You lasses shooting at him. And I would say otherwise, we really just want them charging them down and you throwing in a couple javelins. So, you go and do that. Centaurs, I'm going to tell you not to do that. I tell you to go kill the general and no one else. In fact, the general's already dead. But they are going to do a little bit... No. Run away. It's about their general. You don't need to die unnecessarily. Okay, good. So the cavaliers are going to try and do the work. Keep them in range while we deal with those. I would say we do want to just deal with those skirmishers if you can get on top of them. Thank you very much. The dogs have largely dealt with them, but not quite enough. FA Trophy winners. Indeed, it was possibly the worst game I've ever seen in my life, the FA Trophy win. But a win is a win, and we will take that. Oh, silly sausages, what did you pre-bacon yourselves? I know. They panicked and set themselves on fire. It's fine, we've just about dealt with the elephants anyway. Get the camel asses into position, or the armoured cavalass. That'd be good. They can't necessarily do much at this point. I'm gonna say you, if you can get across and deal with them, please do. But this does look like Fallacy is largely going to be under our control at this point. So we'll just try and mop up the last of them if at all possible. Don't really want too much pain because they can do a lot of damage, but if we're just about sensible we can do it. But we are mostly shooting our own with the camels right now. There we go. Elephants defeated. That's what we needed. 25% lost, not too shabby at all. Okay. Very good stuff, very good stuff indeed. And with that, we're in a pretty good position, I would say, to bring ourselves, into Fallacy. Hopefully the rebels don't walk in between. Is that Carthage under attack? It's not under attack, but there's more people landing, which isn't really ideal. Not ideal at all. But I think we can do... Oh, they take 2 turns as well. I forgot about that factor. Okay, you get back into Carthage. You get into Fallacy. With that, we exterminate. Take their... Oh. They have a... That fort wasn't empty. Okay, well. They're going to be attacked. That's fine. What I'm going to say is let's get some elephants over here. I think we can get ourselves some elephants. And let's just get that temple on this here. Actually, no. No. We want the range temple here, don't we? Which is it? That one's the range one. Abnoba. Yes, we want Abnoba over here. That means this can be our archer camel training facility. That's going to be the focus of that. Great stuff. So Carthage and Numidia are allies. Okay, Numidia, I see how it is. That means that I basically have carte blanche to attack you now as far as I'm concerned. So thank you for your sacrifice. Carthage has roads. We are now building port things. Excellent. Numantia is building other stuff. And David Nova is, building himself more and more walls, which is good. Okay, so I think it's time for us to launch a new attack. Okay, take the world's most boring man with you and take some haughty Amazonians over to Cordoba. You'll be met there by some elite peasants with 4 experience. Absolutely lovely. They will join in with the invasion of Tingi because they've decided to be allies with our enemies. So they've given me my reason to attack. Absolutely magnificent. So I would say I'm intrigued actually. If I send in some Amazonians to deal with them, how they'll do. I'm kind of happy leaving the rebels though because my economy's good. I don't actually need to worry too much about the economy. But the rebels are just blocking up certain paths, so suits me, I would say. Yes, suits me. Right, next one. This boat. Clear victory. Let's make sure we see where it goes. Down here. Okay, good. Now, apparently we're not going to for sure win that. I don't like that. You there, you there. I don't think they can reach, but they'll be in the battle. Good, and then he fled over in that way. So he's now here, which we can reach. Please sink. Okay, there we go. Normally 3 is what you need, but normally 3 in the same turn. That's 2 generals who just died there, by the way. That was pretty brutal. Good, 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 good. Some dogs, please. That would suit me. Carthage. Any beasts we can hire? Nope, just Libyans. They are humans. So, sadly not. Fine. Fallacy though is ours. So, we'll have to see how this one goes. They will chill out in a turn, I would guess. We will get Ellie's trained up. And we will go and get Spy over here. Alright. It may not be ideal, this situation. But at least we know they're there. So I'm happy enough with that situation. I'm happy enough with that. And as we end our turn, they finally attack. Fine. And this is them attacking us. Fleet. They're going to stay in the fort. Well, they are welcome to stay in the fort. I'm interested about Carthage attack. We've got 2 Amazonians, 1 peasant, 1 hound of Carthago. Okay, I reckon we can defend that, but there's quite a lot. Unfortunately, these... Could I have got them in? Oh, for Pete's sake, Thomas. Okay. You know what? It's fine. We'll just stand here. Okay? And if they want to take us on, they can take us on. So, Shrine to Abnoba. We will get that upgraded. We are getting elephants right now. Retrain that force. But yeah, what we could do is send these down south. But for the time being, I'm not too concerned with that situation. Let's get us over here. Get you here. And I would say we are just going to, squat in your territory for a minute. I assume we can get there next turn. We can indeed. Anyone to hire here? Nope, not at all. So, boats are ready. We have ourselves 3 large boats. The large boats can get themselves headed in this direction as well. You going to take him down. No units on it, but we should deal with them if we can. Anyway, down they go. Good news. Victory indeed. It is sweet. So over in this part of the world, there are 3 more units here. So, can we win? Well, the answer is we should be able to, but we probably won't. Let's try again. Clear victory. They fled over here. Okay, fine. Let's head over there. Clear victory. And they're sunk. Good. Okay, the sea is starting to get under control. Starting to. Not perfect. Oh, that's a good situation. Just going to say we attack like that. Okay. 19, 24. Oh yeah, you can reach. Let's just make sure we have this under control. You also are in range. Just make sure we win that. Over there. Can you make it? No. Damn and blast. That's really irritating. Oh no, 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 no. The answer's no. Okay. Bit of a shame. Bit of a shame, that one. I'm gonna just... Well, we're not really in their way there, are we? Unfortunately, we are not. So, we will just have to deal with that one. We do have one boat in this direction. So we will look at that. Now as for Parma. We do want to go and take more of those territories. Oh, there's a Gallic army. Nice of you to arrive at your old town, lads. It's ours now. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, but it is under our control. So, I would say we're in a good position here. But it is just going to be more in turns. It's a very speedy little campaign, this. Ah, they want to attack these guys in the field. That's interesting. Okay, we can whittle them down here. Obviously, the other force is still besieging the town, so this is just between these two guys. I don't mind taking them on. I reckon we'll be okay. Beautiful victory sip, then, before the inevitable victory. And with that, I think we can get ourselves into battle here. Any advantageous area of the battlefield? There is a slight downhill in front of there, but it would possibly lead us being downhill anyway. I'm just going to say this is the better position, but, you know, it's just what it is. It's fine. It's all much of a muchness. We do have dogs, though, and we do have our archers. They're all the way over there. Okay, we will just bring ourselves into this position. Just give ourselves not quite a hill, but, you know, a slight incline here. Nothing too crazy. I'd say that's a decent position. Let's just rush ourselves into position here, and I'd say with the dogs we are going to be able to do some damage. Maybe not as much as I'd like. Don't really know how I managed to miss some of the units here. So we'll just get ourselves turned around. We'll bring our units over here. So we are hoping really to shoot them down pretty well with the missiles, beat them in hand to hand, and then the dogs to crush morale. But it could be a bit awkward. They do have Velite, they do have their own war dogs as well. No cav though. Fine. My general will indeed come out. But they do have dogs, so I need to bear that in mind. I don't really want my general being chased by the dogs, if at all possible. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and make sure that's not the first place. Now, they are starting to take some hits. They're up Principe there. We'll see about that. Right, you. I'm just going to smash you. I'm going to say, you dogs, go for them. You dogs, go for them. And see if we can just land a little hit on these guys. Oof. Nice hit, but get yourself out of there, sir. The job really is to distract them for long enough. So see if you can get across this front line. They might just intercept you, this unit now, which is a bit irritating. But I just really want enough of my units to shoot. My general's routing. Well done, General. Your job was to stand a bit longer than that. Hey, well, it's fine. Dogs will take on our Amazonians now. Our job really is to do as much as we can, but unfortunately, a bit frightened by dogs, and the general's running away. Please come back, sir. You could probably do if you help. Okay, steady but frightened by dogs. Steady, frightened by dogs. Exposed flanks. Yeah, not ideal. It'd be good if you came back because, you know, we could do okay in this battle, but we're not going to now because you didn't quite hold for the charge. I was hoping we could just rout them at the front there, but possibly should have just held on with our general for longer. General, do get yourself back here if at all possible. We need you ASAP. You, sir, you're a distraction and nothing more. Dogs. Dogs, are they going after the dog unit or my general? I don't know. but I just need to get my general in to help out, just to kind of keep morale going. Oh, there is a break. There's a break. Okay. General is in position. No, now there's break for us. Oh, well, just do what you can. See what you can pull off, but I think we're just doomed. Okay. General. Unfortunately, yeah, they have good morale, but they don't have infinite morale. So we'll just have to take that little damage, take this distraction force, having done their job, but could have done a lot more with this, really. But it is what it is. So we'll just speed this up and let the game do what it needs to do. General is dead. The others will stand back and do some archery whilst they do a second round of damage. But honestly, it's fine. It's mostly a distraction force. They've kind of done what they're here to do. However, it is a defeat for us here today, but it's fine. Mostly there to just push that over the line for us, and I think it will do that job. There's a few of them still around. Oh, we never moved that guy. It's fine, he's still distracting them pretty well, I would say. Yeah, he's got no movement points. Numidia want to chat. I think it's too late, Numidia. You've already chatted. I'm going to take that guy, even though he's 42. We just take whoever we can. And you are in Oscar. Now, over in Oscar, if I'm frank, sir, we have better things you could be doing. So, I would say, if you can come over here, and... Ooh, do we want both of you? How old are you, sir? You know what? Factionaire, you need to come out and do some filthy, filthy work. So, bring yourself down here. Get yourself on the boat. And from there, we can get ourselves moving. Palmer has some lovely, lovely units for you to pick up. We can take them over in this direction, I would say, over to Serta. Now, as for the rest of this, those units are actually still going, which is surprising, but we've got some of them still alive. This boat weirdly hasn't moved. I'm staggered by that, but I'm also quite delighted. So, let's take them on. Clear victory. And they're sunk. Oh, that's more Scipione at the bottom of the sea. Okay, excellent news all around. You get yourselves retrained as well. And that's the 60 of that new force. Okay, what do I want to do with all of these? There's more boat over here. There is some... Are you Gallic? How are you out here? Okay, well, you move into that direction. Let's just get some of our other boats over here. And just make sure we are best guided as we can. You need to retrain. You potentially also need to retrain. And these can just join together. They don't want to join together because, of course, why would you want to join together? That'd be really, really helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, you stay there for a moment. These guys move in this direction. What do we have? The most advanced faction is Egypt. Strongest faction is Gaul, which is interesting. Beat up a lot of their armies, but apparently they are quite strong. You have some new units, obviously. Alliance between Numidia and Seleucids. Seleucids are dead to me as well. And nothing too interesting on the end of term report, to be honest with you. I would say, probably should have sent a spy over here, but I'm going to attack these guys. Sod you. Sod you for allying with my enemies. So now you get to die. That's just how it works, really. So I'm going to say we go and blockade you. I'm going to say, as our boats come over here, yep, we'll swing over in this direction. I'd say we're happy enough over in Carthage for the time being. We'll let them come and attack us when the moment comes. In Fallacy, we have elephants. Get ourselves some infantry. You get into the town, and we will at least finish the Sacred Grove by the time we are done with that. Okay, war between Numidia and us. It's fine, probably. So we will get things retrained. We'll get ourselves a new unit. I'd say things are looking okay. Things are looking okay. We actually can't retrain that properly right now. We'll do our best to do that once we've cleared off that siege. So in terms of other cities then, Cordoba does need to keep on building. Let's say get a spy. You certainly could do with one in that part of the world. You send your dogs over towards Numantia. Are they just going to walk off to Pride Rock? It will take them so long to get there. I don't know that that's going to work out for them. Practice range doesn't really do us anything, so I need not to worry about that. I will build the stockade just in case anyone does bother to come in that direction. This army just seems to be permanently standing there, which is of interest, but I think it's fine for us. So we will not quit. No, 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 we're not done just yet. A little bit more work to do. So over to 5. Good. Now, where are we in terms of victory? 10 regions. We need 15 and the death of those guys. Fine. Gaul are now blockading that port. Have they now got like these regions? Is that why this is happening? They got those boats over there. I suppose they do have a port in this part of the world as well. Yes, that is true. So, this guy, get more boats. There we go. I thought that might happen. I don't know that I have enough here to win that battle, but I can get some reinforcements in position. So that's good. They normally come straight back. Oh, more sunk. Oh, it's just so beautiful, isn't it? I lost one of my boats, but honestly, it's not the end of the world. Faction announcement: pet monkey and a hunting dog. Good work. We got more animals in the kitty. That is just what we want on this here campaign. Okay. So, obviously, as mentioned before, this is a charity live stream. We're under siege again. From Carthage this time. We'll never get to Leptis Magna. I think we'll need a 3rd stream to finish this off. That's absolutely fine. But we are heading on into Dingy. We have ourselves a couple rams right now. Do we need more? I don't know we do. They only have what they have there. Let's go and take this and see where we're at. Yes, we are on a charity live stream here, so 42%, £420. We're aiming for 1,000 would be absolutely wonderful. But obviously lots of you already generously giving. So why do you like this game even though it is old? Well, just because it's old doesn't mean that it wasn't very well put together. I guess the main thing you gain from newer games is generally graphics. I mean, generally speaking, like there's no reason a lot of other things shouldn't be good. The general battle mechanics of Rome and Medieval 2 are excellent, just in terms of, you know, the units kind of like having, what's the best way of describing it? They have actual weight to them, which is, I think, one way of putting it. There's actual mass, like in the data as well, how you push units. You know, you don't just get a magical 80% buff because you're pressing special ability. You know, the space of the unit physically means you're less likely to get shot by things. It's just very well put together in that regard. So I don't feel like the modern games do the job as well. There hasn't really been a better version of Total War than this, or Medieval 2, I would say. So that's why I kind of stick with these. Also, new games are really, really expensive, and I bought this a long time ago, so I don't need to buy it again, which is also quite nice. So that's the main reason. I mean, it's just an excellent game, and it still holds up, even in terms of like graphics. I think this looks better than remaster. Personally, I can see how that might be down to your own taste, but for me, this is my favourite choice. So there is the General's bodyguard. We are going to do our best to shoot him if we can, but he does have archers on the plaza as well, so he might just need to like stand these lasses back here and draw him in over time. So it is unfortunately just the way this will have to go. I probably will use the dogs as is typical, just to kind of cause problems. If I can get the dogs to hit the archers, that would be ideal, but I'm not gonna put my house on anything like that. A decisive victory. We won at losing. Indeed, we will win all of our losses. Something like that, anyway. So, send the doglets forward. We don't need to be on loose because we don't need to worry about... I don't think we need to worry too much about the missiles from the archers, to be honest with you. We'll just outshoot them if we need to. And, oh yes, they are now coming on in. Get the dogs forward. I want the dogs in position. Archers are indeed getting involved. I'm going to send the peasants forward just to be a distraction. The dogs, more importantly, are going to be the main thing. So if they're busy being poked by dogs and by peasants, Okay, the generals in there, sirs, you may regret that slightly, but they are 4 experienced peasants. They're very, very solid peasants indeed, but I still think Steve may struggle. Yes, his morale is still pretty darn poor. Okay, well, bring yourself in there, sir. My Amazonians didn't actually get the 3rd unit in play in time, so I'm going to say at this point, just all units actually, just all of you, get him there and hack him down. I think we'll be fine. They're pretty darn good at hand-to-hand. They don't have shields, of course. They're mostly about defense skill. A little bit of armor on there, of course. But yeah, I think we'll be okay. We just need to do some good chunking. Peasants are back. Mostly running away, but they're back. That's something. It's a big dusty pile up here. Rome Total War Medieval 2 to War are still the best in the series. Indeed, I would agree with that. The Pizza Bite, indeed, I just said that. Having not quite read your message yet, so absolutely lovely. Plough forward. Let's just smash them, to be honest. I'm not too concerned about the ins and outs of this. No. We is he still standing there? He's still there. Oh, that's my guy. Okay, fine, he's dead. So, victory and glory. Don't know how glorious it was, but it was a victory all the same. Tingy is ours. We shall... Large town. It's not great, is it? But if I'm honest, I think it's going to be unhappy. So we'll burn it down. We'll build a tavern, everyone will go to the pub, they'll have a lovely time. It's fine. So there we go. Right, that's looking better. Now I was getting the spy out of here as well. So bring the spy across. Good work, Mr. Spy. I'm going to send you down to Dimity, check on what's going on there. I could do have a spy elsewhere as well. It depends on where I can get them. I think you can these days. Yes, David Nova, sorry. You can indeed do that. So I'd like you to get involved. I'm going to send all of you in this direction. So bring yourselves forward and down in this direction. Now these boats, I do need one of you just to head back to David Nova. And you can come with that, but you can also come with the spy next turn. That would suit me very well indeed. I'm going to say you get yourselves there. And you just there. I just want to kind of keep a good scan over the seas at the moment. Now we do have a bit of a blockade situation going on here. So I'm going to say we... Oh, we don't want to leave you alone actually. We had... Okay, let's take this guy, are we? That's looking a bit dodgy as well. Oh dear, where's all our boatage gone? Do we have enough? You the other boats. Ah, you're the other boats. Right, you get involved. Average victory. You know what? That will do. So, now attack him. He's over there. Can we reach them? We can. But I'd like to sink them with these guys. Run off in that direction. I don't know that we can get around to him. Let's see. Oh, we can. And clear victory. Sink him. Oh, yes. How many have we sunk? If someone's added all that up, it would add up very nicely indeed. Famous warrior, by the way. That's grand news. We still can't retrain them, and you can just blockade that. But we are somewhat stretched at this point, lads. So I'd say try and get back to port where possible, because we do need to get some retraining done. These guys are a little bit damaged. Maybe that is what you need to head towards, actually. Yeah, you know what? I agree. You two hunt them down. You can just have a sneaky eye on that. Dominion Capital does have a half stack in it, so worth remembering that. Alright, I would say this might be a place to end it for here today. Thank you everyone for being with us. We will finish this. I'm not actually sure. Potentially next weekend, but potentially I might do it on like say a Friday evening, perhaps. I'm not sure. I have to have a little think about that, where I can fit it in. Maybe it'll be a midweek one instead. So I'll have a little think about when that will be ideal. We have got us up to 42% here, and as I mentioned, we're going to do a few of these live stream shows. So the next part of this, look out for it in this next week. I'll try and put up a post when I'm more sure about an exact date. But my plan anyway is to check for elephants. My plan very much is to finish this up on the next one. Then today we've really just had to hold. To hold firm on, yeah, Oscar and Alcatraz over here because, yeah, we've been kept siege quite brutally. Castlevania, Oscar Sylvania. There we are. There we are. There's Oscar Sylvania. Beautiful. It just worked perfectly. So, having held out quite a few times, yes, we've now managed to get quite chunky armies in position. We've got ourselves boats in play to do plenty of blockading. There's a port in the way there. We are at war with the Senate, but I'm not sure I can be bothered about that blockade. You come over here, that'll be fine. So yeah, currently we have ourselves a better situation with the boats. Our boats are drowning armies. Left, right and centre, full stack of Carthaginians. Half stack of Scipii, another half stack of Scipii, another 3 here, another half of Julii with 2 generals on it. Oh yeah, they've been going down brutally, and I would say we are looking very, very good indeed. But Gaul victory imminent has been mentioned, so I do need to be just a little bit careful when it comes to that. I'm gonna say, get ourselves out of Tingi. We can get ourselves, I would say, 1 more peasant. That will probably keep that under control. You move here, build a watchtower, and it's going to be way too long till the elephants arrive. I'm going to say get moving towards Dimity, but equally this spy is also on his way there. I don't think there's very much there. There is not. Victory should be obtained, I would say, through the likes of, yeah, getting these Numidian towns under my control. So I would think that'd be the aim, actually. And if next time it might be a short one, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do it as a one-off episode. I'm not entirely sure about that. I have to see. I don't think the weekend is the easiest for me to finish it off. I was hoping to finish it today, but I do have a bit of a hard time limit on today as well. So that is where we are with that. But Tingi, under our control, looking strong. Iberia, largely held. We just need to make sure that the likes of Numantia over here are fully under our control. There is just a Gallic army standing around. Generally speaking, our rebels have blocked them off, but they haven't always. So at this point, it's probably worth us just considering what our next move is. Because we could take a little bit of an offensive towards Gaul, cause them a problem or two. What I should do, I guess, is going to spy out in that direction too. So yes, time for the spies to be released. Release the hounds, the spies that is. So yes, Carthage should be able to hold. Thapsus likewise should be able to hold. We've got, well, I say should be able to hold. We don't really have walls here. We haven't even built the stockade. Now this is stone walls, that will be fine. Thapsus could be more of a problem. I'm actually inclined to bring my lads over here, or those 2 units of dogs I have and a few Amazons, over to Thapsus. It might be better. 4 dogs is pretty good for ripping apart enemies, and I do have elephants. I built the elephants. We can train those up now. So next time I think then we will see the victory, I hope, as long as Gauls don't get there first. We need 4 more for our victory, which will be Lepsis Magna, it will be Dimity, maybe Nept, and really from there, I'm not sure how we get the last victory. Maybe we need to head over to some of the Roman territories. Or maybe the Gauls need to pay for their mistakes of the past. I don't know. I'm actually going to go that way around over here. So yes, thank you all for joining me here today. As mentioned, this is charity live stream. We've got ourselves up to £420. Thank you so much for everyone who has donated. As mentioned, anyone who has donated in the previous stream or today, you are welcome to put in the comments for which city you like and to be named, and yeah, give me the name. We have Pride Rock there for Jeffrey, David Nova for David Sims. We've renamed Oscar Sylvania because that's just a classic of the of the series there. We have Alcatraz from James, and we will eventually Jimmy have Jimmy Magna, but we need to work our way down there, damn it. It's been a little bit tricky. So thank you everyone for getting involved. A great time to pause there with England about to bat in the cricket. Indeed, well, we must make sure we can get ourselves sorted. Pierce fairly sure Gulshaw campaign, official settlements, and destroy Juliite. Well, I have drowned a few of them, but I don't think they'll be defeating them. Do you? No, probably not. Maybe we can have a hand in that, but if we're going to do that, we need to make sure we deal with Carthage first. So I'd say victory isn't too far away, but we do have a little bit more work to do with our animal-only nonsense. Next time, though, we will see Berserkers. We do have the Archer Camel back in the armies, and oh yeah, that can be very fun indeed. So maybe I will make up a new unit before next time, but I think I will probably leave it here. So have a good day, it was fun. Thank you, Raz the Mataz, an excellent name. Kind of one I wish I had claimed for myself, but it is excellent. Everyone go and listen to Pulp's Raz Mataz, lovely song. Lovely may be the wrong word, but it's a fun song anyway. So go listen to Pulp Raz Mataz. Look out on the channel this week. We have the grand finale of the Mercenary Only campaign coming out tomorrow. We have, I have a few things for the Wednesday, but the Wednesday non-stop war thing will be coming back, so do look out for that as well. And I do want to do something about Medieval 3. There's been more information about it, and I haven't really covered it other than a few comments in the live stream or the podcast. So there is that. So yes, we will see you hopefully in the channel on the comment section very, very soon. And hopefully you'll join me for the next live stream. I'm not entirely sure. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, I don't know. But I'll keep you informed here on the channel. For now, though, I will leave you. Thank you all for joining me today. Thank you for the patrons and the members, of course, and thank you to everyone who has donated towards our cause for Haven's Hospices. You can find the link down below in case you're interested. For now, though, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Nerds Human, and this has been our Spain Animal Only campaign. Thank you. Tally ho.